I pray for those that are defending this country across the world, and I pray for those here in the U.S. Lord, I just pray tonight that you would touch somebody's heart. I pray that respect would be number one, and nobody walks out of this cage a loser. A great champion once told me, you're only a loser if you didn't learn anything. And with that, the Lord, you know our needs, our wants, and our desires. We're going to hide under your wing for shelter. We're going to give you all the praise and all the glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
One more time for my man D-Day too. That's what we're talking about. Positive energy all around this town. Clinton, tonight, we get ready for a great night of mixed martial arts action. I'm gonna ask Doc, go ahead and give me a little something as we introduce our cage side staff just before we start the show this evening. A little hip hop instrumental, something smooth, something we could let the people vibe to, you know. As we make our last announcements before our first fight this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your cooperation and your participation on behalf of WXC. Introducing your medics this evening, making sure that everybody is taken care of, healthy, safe, and sound. Miss Peggy Tilson and the one and only, you can't clone them, Kathy and Marty Harmon. Of course, we have to recognize the sponsors that have helped put this show on this evening. There we go, baby.
Okay, welcome to WXC 43 Resurrection.
Go ahead and turn it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Let them vibe out.
In just a minute here, we're going to get Kale Wall up to do the national anthem. My name is Doug Gallegos.
My name is Drew Alday Murray.
And we're going to be our announcer for the first 5 fights.
Introducing the sponsors who helped put tonight on. Of course, the best of Detroit on photography. Pro Races, mixed martial arts. One of our great camps we have in the house. Team Courageous, IDC, MMA, Mass Gym, the Hate Squad, DC Prodigies, an incredible lineup of extraordinary athletes getting ready to set foot in this cage, which we call the Proving Ground here tonight. Folks, can we turn up a little bit? Say hell yeah! I said, can we turn up? Say hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's get it flowing. How you going? We're starting the show in. Let me introduce you to your referees this evening. Only professionals in the house tonight at WXC, y'all. Starting with Mr. Danny McIntyre. Steps into the cage this evening. Undefeated pro mixed martial arts. Former amateur champion. Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. 5-time state Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and no-gi champion. Also king of the cage. One time for Mr. Danny McIntyre. Alongside in this evening, another great individual, Mr. Ben. Ben, a Bellator veteran, a Strikeforce veteran, and a king of the cage veteran. Been around the block, been around the world, been here a couple times, you know what I'm saying? Takes up the step in the cage. Of course, our judges this evening, Mr. and Mrs. Bedford, John, Jim, Shelley Bedford. Round of applause for our very fine judges. Thank you very much. Good morning, Mr. Robert Best. Putting together a hell of a show for WXC Resurrection. You ready to go? That's like a bike. Lets me know it's time to start. Shout out to Muscle Lake. We have a whole bunch of good stuff for us in the house here tonight. Let's do it. Go ahead and burn that down, Doc. Play fans, get ready. As I introduce your first fight, Dan Brookfield.
All right, Drew, my main man, right here on the mic with me tonight. My first guy stepping into the cage.
Please stand and remove your hats before we introduce anybody. And let me introduce you to our lovely
shut the gun there.
And she comes in for our national anthem. Please stand, remove your hats, face the flag one time. You relax and unwind with our national anthem. I'm sorry, Miss Kayla. After you.
Okay. Okay.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars, and through the perilous fight of the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wonderful, wonderful job by Miss Kayla Wall.
That makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Getting excited.
Okay, style like last time?
Yeah.
It's now time to introduce that one guy that we had mentioned earlier. Please say hello to Dan Brumfield.
All right, here's Harley the Swede Wallen, along with my partner in crime, Drew All Day Murray. And I know that we got to talk about the fights at hand tonight, especially because Dan is my guy, and I got to head off and corner him. But you just picked up a fight.
Yes, I'm fighting next Saturday for Purgatory for professional boxing.
Awesome. I'm really excited about that. But yeah, tonight's going to be kind of a different night for us. I have 10 guys that are fighting tonight, and I will be rotating off. But this is looking like an amazing card.
This is one of the best cards I have seen to this day.
Yeah.
You have different styles, different way. I mean, this is going to be exciting. Now you have knockout artists, submission artists. This is a beautiful mix.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I can't wait. And as always, we got Joey in the cage and a new referee, or I should say a blast from the past, our old buddy Ben Lagman.
Bad news, the original bad news.
Everybody who has that name should have to fight him for it. And he'd be the only one with a name at the end of that one.
I wouldn't want to fight him for that name.
No kidding. Yeah. Definitely good to have him back in Michigan. He's excellent for Michigan MMA, a pro on a different level, man. I'm really, really excited. There's Dan, my man. And I'm going to head off and corner him, but I will be back in a few fights.
Absolutely. I see you soon, Harley.
I see that.
Good luck to you.
Introducing to you in this moment. Please put your hands together for Brett DeRosa.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Doug Gallegos, pro referee. Coming out right now is Brett Rosa. This is the weight class of 125. Drew, who do you got? What about Dan? What do you see Dan doing here in this fight?
I'm not real familiar with these two, but knowing Dan, he comes from a very credible camp trained under Harley the Swede Wallen. So I'm expecting possibly some big throws and some very well-rounded striking and grappling.
I agree with you there. We also got pro referee veteran Mr. Ben Lagman in there. So he's going to have his hands cut out. These guys move pretty quick, pretty fast.
I love watching little guys, man. It's like little speeds of lightning out there.
Yeah, it's a good thing I'm not reffing tonight. I take a little break. I'll let him do all the work.
I think you knew we were talking about him right there.
Yeah, I think his ears are ringing.
We got the always beautiful Jennifer Nickert, best of Detroit, in the cage doing photography tonight.
Yes, she is. Also, a big shout out to Mr. Bubba McKenzie. He's also working the door in the cage tonight as well. Gracing, taking care of the cage as well. Make sure that the cornermen are also seated and no one else is around the cage but the cornermen.
Absolutely. You always got to love Bubba. You know, always a nice guy. You know, always Very respectful. Then we got you, Mr. Teach Me How to Dougie.
ACSLive.tv. Proudly putting this broadcast worldwide on the internet. Say hello to again as we introduce our fighters. First, fighters today tonight. He is under the blue cord, wearing black trunks, driven in an underwear. He comes to us at 5 feet 2 inches tall, weighing 123 pounds. But he is 1-0 record on the line here tonight. On behalf of 4 Aces MMA, here is Dan Brumfield. His opponent across the cage, man standing to my left. Tonight, he is out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks, trimmed in starter gray. He comes to us at 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing 127 pounds. Making his mixed martial arts debut inside of the cage tonight, a freestyle fighter known as Brent Youngmark DeRocha. Your referee in charge of the action, Ben.
As we get set for round 1 at the 125 weight class. All right, WXC fans, here we go.
And I always say this to little guys, do not blink. Brumfield with the takedown. Looking to posture up. It seems like DeRocha is real content with just sitting there locking his guard up, possibly looking for a stand-up. Maybe very limited in his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, there we go, right back up. 2 fighters over by our side now.
I think it's very safe to say that Brumfield is definitely a wrestler.
It's safe to say.
DeRocha needs to make something happen here. He's in a very, very bad situation. Brumfield's walked back up against the cage. This is very, very dangerous. Oh,
here we go. Didn't quite get the reversal. Ooh, wild right swing. Back to the ground they go again.
Very nice back trip by Brumfield. Seems like Brent just wants to stand up and brawl, which, I mean, I have no problem with that, doing that. That's always an exciting fight, but Brumfield's definitely a wrestler.
Oh, nice job. Slips out of that, gets into a full mount.
Very nice transition. And like I said, coming from a camp with Harley Wallen, you're going to be naturally a very good grappler, as you know Harley is known for being a phenomenal grappler himself.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Looks like they got half guard now. Oh, back to full mount.
Brumfield's doing a beautiful job controlling him on the ground.
Uh-oh, here we go, rear naked.
I think this very well might be it, Doug.
And the tap out.
Very exciting fight, way to start the night out there, huh, Doug?
Oh, I kind of like that. Mr. Dan Brumfield with the rear naked choke.
I'm not sure the official time on that, but I'm sure Joey will cover that for us.
By the way, folks, WXC, your man on the mic, Mr. Joey Russo. And now the official announcement.
By referee.
After 2 minutes and 8 seconds in the very first round, your winner by way of rear naked choke, Dan Brumfield.
Speaking of pro fighters, we got Dan Pac-Man Langdon right behind us. Beautiful pro fighter out of Michigan, with his son with them.
Yep. Looks like they're going to be spectating tonight. Catch out the action.
It's always good to see, pro fighters bringing their kids around. It's good to see the youth, our future of the sport here enjoying the show.
Did I tell you? I did not tell you. My daughter, Sierra, she's 11 years old. I just found out today she is starting karate classes next week Friday.
Oh, you might have a little fighter on your hands then, huh?
I just might. Next up, we got Jeremy Pa and David Dubois at the 130 weight class. Hey, Drew, while we're waiting, is there anything new coming up for you by any chance?
I have a fight next weekend, actually, I just took. I'm fighting for the Purgatory Fight Series. It's a professional boxing show. Usually I mainly fight mixed martial arts, but you know what? I'm a mixed martial artist, so I got to mix my game up. And I have no problem with throwing some hands also.
Oh, where's that at by chance?
Toledo, Ohio. It's going to be at the Grand Plaza Hotel. It's going to be a beautiful venue, beautiful night. And there's nothing wrong with making a little money at the end of the night, huh?
Oh, not bad at all. Not bad at all. I wish you luck. I'm sure all the staff here at WXC wish you luck as well for next week in Toledo, Ohio.
Cool, I appreciate it. I'm going to look and put Michigan on the map.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, by the way, folks, WXC also has Darren Cruikshank, UFC veteran and current fighter for the UFC. Darren Cruikshank is here in the house. If you're out there listening by chance, if you want to come down and get an autograph or a picture taken, or you just simply want to ask him a few questions, come on down. WXC, Darren Cruikshank in the house tonight.
Great superstar.
Hey, so they're just trying to tell you, there you go. Standard does that. You keep it up, Doc. Go ahead. Introducing you to his opponent. Please put your hands together for Dave Dubois.
I can box a little bit. It's been a while, though. I've been out of the bench for a long time, but I can box. As David Dubois is getting checked out by our veteran referee, Mr. Danny McIntyre. Now heading over to Mr. Bubba McKenzie.
Guys, we got a special guest with us tonight. We got Little Pac-Man himself. Say hi. No, he does not want to say hi.
I think he's a little shy in the mic there. Both fighters in the ring are in the cage. Let's get the official announcement from Joey Russo.
Introduce your first fighter standing to my right. Tonight, he is out of the blue corner. Also wearing the blue Iowa trunks. He comes to us at 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing 133.8 pounds, making his mixed martial arts debut in the cage this evening. On behalf of Gary Palmer and 4 Races Fight Club, here is Jimmy Pow! His opponent across the cage, man to my left. Tonight, he is out of the red corner. Wearing the green trunks, he comes to us at 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing 130 pounds. Looking for his first victory in the cage here this evening. A freestyle mixed martial artist. From Mount Morris, Michigan, here is Dave Dubois. Please say hello to the lovely Kayla Wall. She makes her way around. Your referee in charge of the action. Bad news. Bad light.
As we get to start here at round 1.
We're just kicking this night off with the little guys right off the bat.
Oh, yeah. See, like the next fight's going to be another 135. Yes, indeed.
Jeremy Pott, another one of Harley Wall's guys, so I can only expect very solid grappling.
Oh, definitely. Here we go.
Looks pretty comfortable on his feet. And I've seen Dubois fight multiple times already. You know, he's been in his cage a couple times. He's a gamer for sure.
Should be an interesting fight. Oh, here we go.
That's what I like about the little guys. They do not hesitate to throw that leather, do they?
No, they do not. Been lagging and ducking right there, or else he would have gotten hit.
That doesn't happen very often, hitting that man. Usually does the hitting. Nice exchange right there.
Ouch. Heard
Very
that
nice
one.
shot.
Heard that from right here. Good right leg kick from Du Bois.
Now, if I was Du Bois right here, I would try to eliminate that reach advantage that Pa has over him and try to close him down to the cage and try to fight on the inside a little bit. I would definitely set my shots up a little better.
Yeah.
But he still gets a takedown. Kudos for that.
Yes.
But like I was saying, if you fight somebody with a longer reach than you want to cut the corner. You want to get in on him. You don't want him to sit there and pick you apart with his reach advantage.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree 100%.
I look for Du Bois to pass up and get busy right here.
Coming from Harley Swede's camp there, I think I'm going to expect a triangle here. See if he gets caught with a triangle here.
You know, and I'm not really sure how many fights that Pa has. It doesn't really say, but knowing, like you said, from Harley's gym, I'm sure he's very, very comfortable off his back. If he's newer, he's still going to be comfortable. Harley touches on every aspect of the game, and that he is a wonderful trainer.
Oh, yeah. Referee Ben Lagman stood him up. They're back on their feet again.
We got some blood over here, Doug.
I was just going to mention that. Looks like over the left eye of Mr. Du Bois. Another takedown from Mr. Du Bois. Can't tell from here at this position. Half guard. Looks like. Oh, no. Get back on their feet again.
Nice cage walk by Jeremy Pa.
Excellent. Both fighters now on our side.
That just shows you the evolution of the game. I mean, back then, they didn't do that kind of stuff. And you got these newer fighters hitting cage walks and all the, it's an ever-growing sport, and it is phenomenal. It's a beautiful sport.
Oh, yeah. That's the end of round one.
Go ahead, turn up a little music back there, brother. We get ready for round two.
Our medical staff came into the cage. We're going to look over Mr. Du Bois just for a second here to make sure he's okay. I believe this will continue. But we do have a good medical staff here. They look after our fighters pretty well. And she's in there right now just to make sure that everything is okay and he can see out of that eye.
Did I mention that one of my favorite sponsors is photography tonight? The Best of Detroit, Jen Nickert, on duty tonight. One of my favorite people, one of my favorite sponsors. Always doing good things for me. Thank you, Jennifer.
I think she's caught me a couple times on the old camera there.
Give me something.
And here we go. Ben Labbing for the start of round two. Here we go. See what we got in store for this round.
Now, Jeremy needs to utilize that jab and that reach a lot more. He would notice if he uses it a lot more and cracks him a couple times, those shots would be less coming. And he definitely needs to start utilizing that jab.
Yes, he does. Looks like he's almost got a full mount. Now we got to a side mount. Oh, and did he get the full mount? No, back to side mount again. Mr. Du Bois is looking for that mount.
Now that's a mistake that a lot of younger fighters will hit. Very nice sweep, by the way. But when they go to mount, they try lifting their leg up and going completely over, and it's too easy to to hit half guard from there. Usually, I would take my knee and slide my shin over, so I got no separation, give him no space. But once a very, very nice sweep by Jeremy Pa.
Oh, never turn your back. No. Jeremy Pa, looks like with a right hook, I do believe, knocks down Du Bois. Ben Lagman calls the fight. Medical staff in immediately. Bubba McKenzie holding everybody off until medical staff has cleared this fighter.
And that's a big man to get around, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I tell you, man, these little guys, they throw some spark behind those hands, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Very exciting fight. Very exciting fight. You know, that's what you get every time at WXC. You know, Mike Pettinelli, Norbert, they always put on phenomenal cards, and everything's beautiful every time. Mike does a phenomenal job with the matchmaking.
Yes, he does. Mike's very good at what he does, and hopefully he continues with WXC.
In my opinion, the best in the state, hands down, when it comes to matchmaking. That's my professional opinion, that is.
That's right. Let's go to the judge's decision. I'm sorry, let's go with Jerry Russo for the call.
1 minute and 7 seconds. In the second round, your winner by way of knockout, Sammy. Again, great fight. We're in the cage, staff in here for a second. I'm going to ask my man to turn on something pluggy, something that's going to keep these people moving and grooving. As we watch some bruises while everybody's boozing, you know what I mean? Come on now.
While we're waiting for our next fight, Mr. Joey to call out the next fight, we have a special guest here, Miss Kayla Waugh. Kayla, are you doing anything next month or so? What's going on in your life here?
I'm actually leaving for Miami next month. I'm going to be from there in New York in between a little bit and back here for a couple events up till August. I'm working on a lot of music and modeling actually mostly. So I'll actually get to be working with our special ASAP Rocky for a little bit. So it'll be really cool.
Excellent. You're excited to go to New York?
Oh yeah, you know, I haven't been there in a long time, so since I was 8, so it'll be interesting to see it now.
Oh, sounds like a party over there. You gonna be doing any partying over there?
Oh heck yeah, you know, Miami, you know, you gotta do it.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, Kayla Waugh, I'll tell you what, we'll talk to you a little bit later, and we'll talk more about New York. Thank you.
And now we got in the cage referee Danny McIntyre. Let me tell you, he was exciting to watch, man. Danny was one of my, when I first started fighting, Danny was already been in the game, and he was one of the people I looked up to, and always respectful, always carries himself with respect.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. You know, if I, especially in the referee part, if I have a question or anything, a certain call or a certain incident, sometimes I call Danny, and we sit on the phone for 10, 15 minutes, and we talk it out, and go from there. Or sometimes Danny even calls me and lets me know what's happened over his weekend as far as refereeing goes. And you know, we sit and talk about it, and that's what I like about Danny. We can sit there and talk as referees, and make sure that we are doing the job that's required of us. And Danny does a good job.
You all do a phenomenal job, in my opinion. You guys, everybody's safe, and that's the most important thing. Is that everybody stays safe, you know. And you got a lot of shows out there who they hire cheap refs, you know, and they don't do the job you guys do. But that's one thing that WXC does. They hire the proper staff, you know, good referees like you guys, you know, and good medical staff that we don't have problems, you know. And a lot of promotions should try to mirror what WXC has done in this sport.
You know, I agree with you, Drew. I do like to. I think Vance, every time I step in the cage, I'm glad he did not put me in the cage for 3 months. 3 solid months. I sat out that cage. In between fights, I go in, I ask questions constantly for 3 months. And then finally one day, he said I was ready. And I went in for 2 fights. I did okay and been refereeing ever since.
Well, you guess how it all starts.
For Darnell White.
Okay, Darnell White is coming to the cage. This is the 135-pound class. Big Bubba McKenzie waiting at the door.
You know, Dougie, I noticed that that Darnell shirt says all damn day. Well, I gotta let him know that I'm all day, and he does not get that mixed up.
Another phenomenal. We got Master Bay in the house here tonight, folks. We just have a lot of people here tonight, from the pros to the gyms. Master Bay, one of the best gyms here. One of the best. There's several gyms in the Detroit area, but Master Bay would be one of them.
Hey, Master Bay himself is in the Martial Arts Hall of Fame. Another guy who carries himself with the utmost respect, treats you with the utmost respect. Just a genuine person. You know, good-hearted. You know, talks to you kindly. Doesn't talk through you. Talks to you. You know, just a very, very good person.
Oh yes, Master Bay and I have talked several times. I have nothing bad to say about Mr. Bay. Just an all-around guy, and I have nothing but respect for him. Bubba's applying the, looks like we had a string on the shorts that need to be tucked in. If not, needs to be taped up. Mr. Bubba McKenzie right on it. Also, too, folks, if you did not hear about our little interview with Kayla Wall, you can catch Kayla Wall on KaylaWall.net. Again, that's KaylaWall.net. And now, up to Joey Raguso for our announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is being brought to you by Muscle Ring. Check out their booth in the back. Introducing your fighters. First, fighter standing to my right tonight. He is out of the blue corner, wearing a black trunks trimmed in gray. He comes to us at 5 feet 11 inches tall. You can turn that off, man. It's all right. 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing 135 pounds. With a record of 0-1. Look at the win being here tonight. Representing 4 Aces Fight Club. Put it together for Bobby Adams. His opponent across the cage, man standing to my left. Tonight, he is out of the red corner, wearing the blue trunks. He comes to us, standing in at 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing 138 pounds. With a record of 2-3. From Detroit, Michigan, representing the IDC Fight League. Darnell, the Joker White!
As we get set to start this third fight of the evening, Mr. Danny McIntyre, your referee. All right, folks, here we go. Oh, that's it. Oh, that is it.
Wow.
Folks, I am sorry, but I blinked and missed the whole thing.
That's a 5-second knockout. Wow. That is amazing. Yeah, I just looked up off my paper, and I heard crack as I was looking up, and that was it.
Medical staff again, right in the cage immediately.
You know, I was just about to touch on that. Darnell, I've seen him fight multiple times, and he's a lot better than his 2-3 record. Says he is, and he just shoved that.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
It's actually officially a 4-second knockout. I just got confirmation from Jason Muggs.
4 seconds. Wish I had a replay to see that again. Again, Bubba McKenzie keeping everybody out but the medical staff. As we only want the medical staff. They need 100% of their attention on the fighter without any distractions around them.
They do a beautiful job at that.
Yes, they do. Danny McIntyre, once he sees the fighter was in trouble, immediately dived right in, stopped the fight. 4 seconds. Mr. Darrell White with the knockout.
That was a beautiful, beautiful timed. I believe it was a right hand. Beautifully timed, and like once again, beautiful stoppage by Danny McIntyre, and that's why he's one of the best in the state. You know, there was no unnecessary damage done. Hopefully the fighter is safe, and I pray for Bobby Adams, and hopefully that he comes out of here and gets back into the gym and continues his career.
Yes, I do too. It looks like he's going to be okay. They're just taking extra precautions. Just going to lay there for a few minutes, make sure his head's cleared before they pick him back up. But medical staff, like I said, right on it.
Hey, I know that guy right there. That's my older brother. I've kind of known him for like 20-something years.
Well, I would hope so.
He's kind of ugly.
Tends to run in the family.
Yeah. At least I can fight.
I'm kidding.
God bless me with that ability at least. And I can make babies. That's a good thing too.
Well, I won't get into that, but Mr. Joey Raguso is here. He stepped outside the cage while the medical staff is attending to Mr. Bobby Adams.
What's up, Drewski?
Mr. Ruckus, Mr. Joey Crack, Mr. Joey Thick Beat, Mr. The Problem.
Back at it, it's Drew all day, Murray. There's only one way.
Check out
Make
Foxy
them say,
Box. Some of the sexiest ladies in the Midwest compete for a chance for the Foxy Boxing Sexy Weight Champion. Drink specials all night long. Saturday, April 20th. Save
That was Mr. Joey Ruckus. As always, causing problems, like I said, you know. Gotta love Joey, always a class act.
Mr. Adams back on his feet. He is okay. We took a little extra time, but Mr. Joel Raguso.
Matchmaker Mike tells me might beat a record here at WXC. By way of knockout, Darnell White!
Darnell White with a 4-second knockout. I believe Joey said that was a record for WXC.
I disagree with that. I had the record for 3-second knockout.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I believe Drew has the record.
It's proven. It's Nightmare Before Christmas, or the Christmas show. I knocked out Shane Poole in 3 seconds. But beautiful knockout anyway by Darnell.
Uh-oh, we have the big boys out. Looks like the 205 pounds. Looks like James Gay versus Milton Jennings. Yes, blue corner first. Yeah, blue corner first. Stop. He's such a nice guy. David. I hate when that happens.
James Gray coming out of well, he walked out with the hooligan, and also walked out with one of my training partners, the Demon David Evans, probably one of the pound for pound the baddest amateurs in the state of Michigan. And I know, Doug, you can agree with that. That kid is a straight nightmare.
I would believe so. I believe I ripped his fight once.
Probably didn't last very long, did it?
No, I did not.
Yeah, the kid is honestly the most humblest, respectful young man I have ever came across. He's always asking questions in the gym, always wants to learn. and always has respect for everybody. Mr. Demon David Evans, how you doing, bud?
Druzy, I'm pretty good, sir. What's going on, Druzy?
Feeling good tonight?
Pretty good, especially to see you, Broham.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I got to get with you. I heard you was the best in boxing and the MMA.
No, sir, but I
Yes,
appreciate
you
that
are.
compliment, though. I appreciate
You
it,
are,
though.
bro. Yes, you are. Even in Detroit, you're the best.
Thank you, I
Not from
appreciate
Detroit.
it.
You're the best in Detroit, but not from Detroit.
That's the best of Detroit right there, Jennifer Nickert.
That's what we got. You guys do. I love you guys.
Love you
Love
too, man.
everybody.
As I said, one of the most humbling, respectful people you'd ever meet. And we got a guy, Milton Jennings. He's actually representing my gym. But I seen this guy work out last week, and this dude has some dynamite in his hands. So I would not blink on this fight whatsoever.
Yes, you know, I made that mistake the last fight and blinked as I looked down, and then I looked up and the fight was over. So I will not blink on this one, I promise you.
You can never blink on these big gentlemen because one punch, it can just be night-night, curtains, game over. That's it. But then again, that's any weight class. Any wrong punch, anybody can get caught at the wrong time.
Yes, it happens in the UFC too. I've seen the one-punch knockout under 10 seconds or less.
We have an equipment issue.
Wonder if I need to step in on this one.
I believe it's because of a padding on the underliner shorts, but I believe there's really no rule against it right now in the Michigan. Well, I mean, really, because we're not.
I believe in the UFC you got to have straight spandex, no padding whatsoever. Should be just shorts, straight spandex, and a cup.
Yeah, I personally, everybody knows I love spandex, so I can't hide nothing with what I wear.
Oh. Joy Raguso for the official announcement.
Now time to introduce both of your fighters. Starting with the man on my right. Tonight, he is out the blue corner. Wearing the all-black trunks, comes to losing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing 207 pounds. Making his mixed martial arts debut inside of the cage here tonight from Pontiac, Michigan. Training on behalf of Team Prodigy MMA in 4 aces. Here is James Joe Kamikaze. His opponent across the cage, man standing to my left. Tonight, he is out of the red corner. Wearing the black trunks, trimmed in red and white, he comes to 6 feet 3 inches tall. Weighing 127.8 pounds. He too, making his MMA debut in the cage from Detroit, Michigan. With a boxing background, here is Milton Badass Bruce Jennings. The referee in charge. Professional mixed martial artist, Mr. Danny McIntyre.
All right, Danny McIntyre. Roughing these big boys, James Gay and Milton Jennings here at the 205 weight class.
And let me tell you, Milton looks like a jacked 205-pounder.
I'm not going to blink, folks. Not going to blink. Here we go.
I have a feeling we're going to see a stand-up battle here. I do know Milton wants to stand and bang. He personally has told me that when he was in the gym. And he throws some leather, let me tell you.
I'm not blinking, Drew. I'm going to stay right here on this action. I am not going to blink.
We made a mistake last time, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Couple leg kicks so far in this round. Nothing too damaging at this moment.
Nice jab. You can tell, Milton is loading that right hand. He's just waiting to throw that down the pipe.
Yes,
There it is.
Oh, it's over. It's over. We got a knockout, folks. James.
And that is it.
James Gay on medical staff right in immediately. Mr. Jennings on the ground.
And as I said, Milton, I told you when I seen him in the gym, he has dynamite in those hands. And I told you he was ready to load that right hand. I seen that right hand in the gym. and he threw it, and
That was it.
I guess that's a win for Courageous MMA, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. I seen that right hand being cocked right before he throws. He brings that right hand in, just cock and loaded, and sure enough, he let loose. And as a result, he gets the knockout.
Good show of sportsmanship by Milton and James.
There it is. That's what we're talking about here. Let's clap it up for both these fighters, y'all.
It's always good to, that show of sportsmanship like that after going to war with each other, and that's the best part about it.
That's right.
Good sportsmanship. Fight with honor here inside of the cage. Leave it all inside the cage. That's what's up. That's beautiful. After 54 seconds in the very first round, your winner by way of knockout, Milton, that is Bruce Jennings.
James Gay still a little wobbly on his feet, but medical staff has checked him out. He's okay. Oh.
All right, we look forward to seeing you again soon here at WXC.
A cut underneath the right eye
3 knockouts in a row. Listen,
of
matchmaker Mike,
Mr. Jennings, but
see if we can go 4.
doesn't look like it needs stitches. Looks like probably just a Band-Aid should do it.
Yeah, just a glancing blow.
To you, Andrew Watson.
Next up, we have the 170 weight class. Andrew Watson versus Mike Tolliver, I do believe. Mr. Danny McIntyre. Drew stepped out for a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have Mr. Danny McIntyre.
All right.
Anything going on with you today, Mr. Danny McIntyre?
Well, just working the cage tonight, refereeing some fights. Great to be here, Doug.
Excellent. What's coming up for you next? Anything?
No, actually, nothing for me personally. I've stepped away from competition for the last couple years and focused on the guys in the gym. Really things have come full circle with me. The gym that I started training at and fighting under, I'm now running the program there, training and managing about a dozen guys that compete on a regular basis. So, things just really came full circle. So,
excellent. Is there now in your gym? Is there like a women's class, kids class, anything in particular? What class is it, and where can they find you?
Well, it's Ann Arbor MMA. It's all over the internet. Google it, Facebook. We've got women's classes, women's only kickboxing classes, women's kick fit classes. We've got the Kids Little Ninjas program, which is basically a modified mixed martial arts program for the kids. They do everything. They do, the boxing, the kickboxing, the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu. We've also got the adult kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, MMA, wrestling, conditioning classes. So really everything you could want in a gym.
Excellent. So pretty much everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Drew and I were just discussing about referees, and Drew made a very good comment that we do have several good referees in the state, and by far you are one of the top referees here in the state.
Well, thanks. I really appreciate it, Doug. Means a lot coming from you.
Oh, well, thank you. But we noticed that when a fighter is in trouble, when he cannot continue, you dive right in there. Safety of the fighters always
paramount. These guys are amateurs, like we talk about all the time, and a lot of these guys, they have day jobs, and that's what we're looking out for. We're looking out for their best interest, and that's really my number one concern when I'm in there, protecting the fighters. I know a lot of these guys have dreams and aspirations to take it to the next level. A lot of guys just might want to, test themselves and their skill set and just try it out one time. It doesn't matter why they want to do it, but protecting them, that's my number one concern when I'm in there with them.
Excellent. I believe you're right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Danny McIntyre, and like I said, where can they find you again?
Ann Arbor MMA. Like I said, you can Google it. There's a Facebook page. We're located on the west side of Ann Arbor, right off of M14 or I-94. So it's a pretty easy to get there right from either of the highways.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Danny McIntyre. I hope we'll talk to you again.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Doug. I appreciate it.
Okay, Danny's going to stick with us a little bit longer, but first, Joy Orguso for the introduction.
He is out of wearing the black trunks. You see the blue trunks, very black. He comes to us at 6 feet exactly, weighing 165 pounds, with a record of 3-1 from Warren, Michigan, with a background in wrestling, training with Team Undisputed at 4 Aces MMA. Here is Andrew the Ink Assassin Watson. His opponent across the cage, man standing to my left. Tonight, he is out of the red corner, wearing the black sprawl trunks. He comes to us at 6 feet, 1 inches tall, with a record of 1-0 from Newport, Michigan, with a background in kickboxing, currently training independently. Here is Mike Timon Tolliver. Your referee in charge of the action. Bad news, Ben Ladman.
Bad news, Ben Ladman's going to be your referee, and Danny McIntyre is going to stick with us a little longer.
Should be fun.
This is Andrew Watson versus Mike Tolliver for the 170 weight class. And here we go, Danny.
Fighters come out, center touch gloves. Nice low kick from Mr. Watson. And Tolliver unloading some heavy hands. Got Watson backing up on the cage. Oh! And Watson lands a big one. Tolliver shelled up on the ground. Watson doing damage.
Oh, and Ben Ladman stops it. I think somebody's excited. Andrew Watson won that fight due to strikes. One of Harley Swede. Oh, by the way, Harley Swede just had a baby not too long ago. A very healthy baby. I believe the baby and his wife are doing just fine. And the official announcement from Joey Orguso. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, after just 26 seconds in the first round, your winner by TKO, Andrew the Ink Assassin Watson.
So Danny, right there was a perfect example. Ben Ladman yelling at the fighter to do something.
Yeah, exactly. You saw Tolliver there, shelled up on the ground, not really doing a whole lot to escape the position, just hands up, absorbing the damage that Watson was raining down on him. And, Ben made the decision to get Tolliver out of there, give Watson the win by TKO, first round.
Absolutely. Curled up, rolled over, and as we could see, doesn't look like he wanted to fight anymore. Looked like he was hurt, and Ben made the right call, stepped in, stopped the fight.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Danny McIntyre. Now we have Drew back on the microphone.
How's everybody doing?
And looks like I'm done for the evening. Okay, I'll be back later. I got to do some greasing and checking some bodies. Mr. Harley Swede taking over. So.
And here we are.
Here we are. All right, so what do you think of the fight so far, Drew?
Oh, man, your boys have impressed me, Harley. I'm telling you.
You know what the worst part is? One of my sharpest guys ever got to show nothing. Quick knockout. That boy has fast hands. Darnell White, keep your eyes on him, because I'll tell you this. Bobby Adams is lights out at 135 in my gym. There's nobody that wants to spar with him that's under 155. So holy smokes.
And that's the beautiful thing about the 4-ounce gloves,
Yeah.
Anybody can get caught. And I was touching about, before I got the chance to say it, the fight was over though, with all due respect. But Darnell is 2-3, but Darnell is a very good 2-3.
Yeah.
He's fought some pretty tough guys, and every time I seen him fight, and I was just saying, like, wow, this guy can be something. He's young too.
Yeah.
And it happens. Like I said, I pray for a quick recovery for your fighter, and I hope that he comes back and gets back in the gym ready to go.
Yeah, he definitely will. And especially with something like this, it's not like he lost because of a lack of anything. Anybody can get caught, and that's the kind of stuff that does happen. But yeah, it's been an exciting night so far for sure.
Absolutely. It's good to have you back. You know, the duo is back for a little bit.
That's
huh?
right. That's right. Right now we got some familiar faces right here. Marcus Maulding, we've seen him many a times.
Marcus, it's versus Martinez Bradley.
Yeah.
And, Martinez is coming out right now, and I can bet Martinez is coming to bang, and you have no doubt about that. Marcus Maulding is coming to bang.
Yeah, definitely. I think we could end up with these fights going to be so exciting all the way through. This is a phenomenal card. But don't blink.
You sound like us earlier. We've been saying that all night, you know, and this is one of those fights, really. With Marcus Maulding in there, he is always one punch away from ending somebody's night.
Yeah.
And Martinez is the same way. So, once again, very, very, very good job by Mike Pettinelli with the matchmaking. But once again, WXC always does a good job.
Yeah, they definitely bring it. This is the last stop for sure before you go pro in Michigan. Excellent refereeing so far. No early stoppages, no late stoppages.
I personally have no complaints, but like I touched on earlier with Doug, is that's one thing you can expect at WXC.
Yeah.
It's always top-notch quality referees, judges. I mean, it's always everything. They pay top dollar, but you get top dollar, results. And
Absolutely.
And it's phenomenal the way to do things, and
yeah, definitely nothing but respect. I mean, that's the reason why I put 10 guys on the card tonight, is just because of that. Is you know that this is the right place to go.
Yeah, like I touched on earlier, is that a lot of leagues should mirror themselves off WXC, and you got Donofrio, that they do a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
TXC, TWC, they all do phenomenal jobs. Genesis, and that's how our league should go. And it's beautiful. I mean, like, there's been a lot of down talk about our state, but they always look at the negative. They should probably take back and look at the positive that we have in our state.
Well, what people get caught up in looking at legislation, and I think for being an unlegislated state, they're doing incredible. Because if you remember in the old days when we went to Indiana, when that was unregulated, that was a disaster area.
I remember when I first started fighting, I'd be lucky to even see, a medical staff. And now it's like mandatory, you have to. And, and it's...
Well, the thing is, they really don't have to, but they still do it.
It needs to be done. And,
absolutely.
And now we got all this stuff with legislation going. It's going to work out. It's going to be good again.
Yes, it is.
Record of 4-6.
To get Mike to some beers.
I just said, he has
freestyle mixed martial arts representing IBC MMA, Martinez, the Tank Bradley.
Doug didn't do too bad, but it was kind of hard, like, are you leading? Am I leading? Are you leading? Am I leading? Like, we always know you are, but it's just like, there's a lot more I want to talk about that I couldn't talk about. Is it complicated not to talk about these kind of stuff?
Weighing 185 pounds.
We had little Pac-Man on the mic for a minute.
Currently a freestyle mixed martial arts. Marcus Anti-Tank Missile.
It's so good to have Dan back in the gym, though. He coaches 1 day a week with me now.
Good.
Still, bad news, bad
yeah. I know. All right, here we go. Back to what we said before, don't blink.
I have a feeling they're going to hug this out before they fight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just get this feeling.
They will be swinging after this, though.
Yeah, they were hugging it out.
Yeah.
But
southpaw and southpaw crime right here, too.
Let no mistake. They might hug now, but they are not about to hug. They're about to throw some leather.
Yeah, this is going to end with a good night call for one of them.
Martinez doing what majority of the people that fight Marcus want to do is take him down. Because Marcus does have some dynamite in those hands.
Yeah, he has the tendency to put people to sleep. Smart fight, especially when you're fighting that much reach. Martinez has got to be having to fight his way through that reach every single time. So he definitely wants to be here where reach is not the same factor at all.
Absolutely. And you know, it is known that Marcus does lack on the ground game.
Yeah.
And I've always said, you know, I invited Marcus multiple times down to the gym.
Yeah.
So Marcus, if you get in the gym and work out, you don't realize the skill level you could possess and how good you could actually be. You
Absolutely.
are naturally a good fighter. You got natural skills.
Yeah, he has athletic. He's lean. He's got
young.
a good fighting spirit. And again, if you can be fighting with that reach and everything else, athleticism, he can definitely be a danger, especially at 185, which is, you know, a great weight class to be in at that build.
I know he can make 170 too, you know, and
Yeah, maybe when he's looking at going pro or something like that. I don't know if he wants to
make it worth the weight cut.
Exactly. We had that conversation earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, but money talks when you go down to 145. Let all promoters know that right now. I can't make 145 if the money is right.
Yeah, that's right. You can start bidding now. I will post it on eBay in a little bit. Drew Moray at 145. Bidding starts at what? 5,000?
That sounds good to me.
All right. Yeah, Martinez is definitely winning the fight by being here, but I don't know how much longer. I don't know how much longer Ben is going to give it.
But I do know about Marcus is he is tough, and he will take it, you know. And Martinez and Ben were having some words right there. I'm not sure what was said, but
I think there was a little misunderstanding about maybe getting stood up, but Ben is very clear. I've reffed many times with Ben, and he refs a lot like me. He's very verbal, so people know what's going on. But I think he misunderstood that if you don't work, I'll stand you up, as if he was going to stand up, and that gave Martinez the opportunity to slide in. This is one of them things that I always tell my fighters: do not stop till you feel the referee's hands on you. This is going to be close right here.
He let go of the rear naked.
Yeah.
The good thing is it's good to have Ben back
Yes,
in
it
Michigan
is.
MMA. You know, Ben left for California for a while.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful to have him back as a training partner, as a referee, just as a person. And he represents Michigan MMA very well.
Yes, he does. An excellent skill level as a fighter. Anybody who's ever had a round with him knows he's a beast, man.
Oh man, he is the definition of bad news. Let me tell you.
Looks like he got a little bit in the junk, and he feels that he got elbowed as well. I understand that, but at the end of the day, you got to keep fighting, man. There are no timeouts.
That's what you came here to do is a fight, right?
Yep. Both guys breathing a little heavier than I would have expected after that round, I would say. Not bad, but a little more than what I would expect.
Yeah, absolutely. He had every opportunity to sit there and be rested and breathing and picking his punches.
Yeah.
I know if I have somebody that's not moving on the bottom and I got their back, I am breathing, I am resting, I'm making them work. You got to understand, they're in the defense right now. They have all the weight on them. You don't.
Yep. Here we go, round two. Let's see if we can stay on our feet a little longer.
They're not hugging this time.
No. Red corner again. Marcus Maulding came in for trying to find some, but Martinez says, I'll go to the ground at any cost, even if I jump guard.
No, absolutely.
That tells you something about the stand-up of Marcus Maulding, though. Oh. I would say Maulding. Oh, my goodness.
Standing guillotine.
And with that height, that shouldn't even be able to happen. That's the lack of grappling experience. That's all it is.
Lack of gym experience, you know.
Yep.
And if he went to a credible camp, a credible gym, that would never happen.
No, absolutely not.
After 25 seconds into the second round, your winner, by way of guillotine choke, Martinez,
Not too happy walking out of there, Marcus.
Now, Harley, we have a girl fight coming up on our hands here. And let me tell you about Miss Lauren Smith.
Tell me.
She trains with me at Courageous MMA.
Oh.
And
Some insider info right here.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. She is dynamite. Now, this is her first fight.
You never know what happens when they step in the cage, but yeah.
But I do know that she has popped me in the gym a couple times, and I felt it.
She doesn't hit like a girl, huh?
Oh, no. There's nothing female about this girl. Well, you know.
I know what you're saying.
She would understand, too, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's like hanging out with one of the guys.
She punches like a dude. And that's good.
Yep.
Talking about punching like a dude, you know, Alana Jones is fighting.
Phelan Fox.
Yeah.
And I've said this verbally online that Alana Jones is one of my favorite fighters to watch. She's my favorite girl fighter.
Yeah,
she hits like a man.
Yes,
and
she
there's
does.
nothing about it. Like, she's fighting a man, and she's going to hit him like a man.
Yeah. I said to myself when I saw that matchup, this is a great way for her to get her name out there, big time out there. Like, not just locally, not just semi, but like she can really put herself on the spot with a big win here. And I definitely think she can do that.
Oh, I mean, Alana's one of those people you never count out. I mean, those hands are just, her nickname is Hands of Stone. And let me tell you, she throws those things, man.
Yeah.
And she throws them with bad intentions. She don't play patty cake.
Yep. Yeah, I can't wait to see that fight. So do you know anything about her opponent right here, Lauren?
I personally do not, but I do know quite a bit about her camp. She is from Master Base Camp, so that's a formal martial arts gym.
They do a really good job for being a formal school, because I'm normally not a huge fan of that. But, you know, they do win, and there's something to be said about that.
Yeah, they bring people in. Master Bay's been talking about bringing me in 1 or 2 days a week, you know, teach a little bit. And that's what you got to do in this sport. You know, if you're a former, you got to learn the ground game and get different looks, different fighters in there.
Yeah.
But I do know, you know, like I said, Kathy, she has experience. She has multiple fights. I think she has about 4 or 5 fights.
Yeah.
But she has her hands every bit full right now.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah.
Lauren Smith is a serious broad, and you are about to see this.
I'm looking forward to it.
Military, by the way. Military also.
Oh.
Look, she's already at the cage ready to bang.
She didn't want to enjoy that walkout. How long has she been training for?
She has been training solid for 6 months, and the hardest thing was trying to find a fight her size. She's lost quite a bit of weight. We're in the process of getting her down to 145, then down to 135.
Yeah.
So there's more opportunities for her to fight.
Absolutely.
And you know, and I hope she performs every bit that I talked about her right now. But you know, first fight jitters can't happen.
She doesn't look jitters at all. She just made a joke to a referee about that she is wearing her cup.
Oh, she is a jokester, let me tell you. And she is probably one of the most genuine people. It's everything in the gym. She asks questions, she talks.
Good.
And she hits so hard. So I think she has more tattoos than I do, by the way. And I got a lot of tattoos.
She is out of the blue corner, coming to us standing 5 feet 7 inches tall. She represents Detroit, Michigan. The Motor City Pen.
And may I add that Lauren has survived many of my left hooks.
IBC MMA Fight League. Here is Kathy Shadowcat Ajani. Her opponent across the cage, lady to my left. Tonight, she is out of the red corner, wearing a black dress. She comes to us at 5 feet 6 inches tall, proudly making her mixed martial arts debut in the cage tonight. From Taylor, Michigan, with a background in Whoop Your Ass. Whoop Your Ass! From Team Courageous, here is Lauren Whoop Your Ass Smith!
Cage door is about to be closed, and we're going to find out. Lauren Smith in the red corner, Kathy Ajami in the blue corner, and here we go. backbreaker takedown there.
Yep.
Oh, this is bad. Already full mount.
That's bad. Here she goes. Let me tell you, she is so strong. It is.
Yeah, it looks fairly effortless for her to keep her down.
Yeah, yeah, I tell you, those are the hands I'm talking about. She is dynamite.
Oh.
She was looking at me right there for some instruction, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lauren, I cannot help you right now.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, that last one was a heavy shot. Holy smokes. I heard that one.
I told you, Harley. Michigan MMA females, watch out for Lauren Smith. I'm telling you right now.
I'm looking. Can we get her to fight again tonight? She didn't even get touched.
Hey, if you want some, Harley, I'm sure she'll go. I gotta stand up and give my girl applause real quick. That is one of my teammates, somebody I trained. So
Go for it. Go for it.
All right, sorry about that, Harley.
That's all right.
But I do hope Kathy is okay.
Yeah, I think she is, but it's one of them things, especially in the women's division. I don't think that they're used to getting hit on that level.
No. And I did tell you, Lauren hits hard. And you've seen that right there,
Next person fighting her is going to try to put her on her back. I promise you that.
That's not a very smart idea either.
No?
She has good jiu-jitsu too.
Wow.
She's pretty well-rounded. And, and it's a lot of people, they talk about how emotional females are. You don't see no emotions out of, I'm talking like weakness out of Lauren. She is physically strong, mentally strong. She's in the military. She is a headstrong woman, and it is phenomenal. You don't find many like that.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's a lot of dedication. That's probably some of that military kicking out too.
Well, absolutely, and we have we don't mess around at Courageous. We show no love.
Good.
As we call Victor Gibson, we call him the bull shark. He shows no love. Now, Harley, Mike pointed this fight out to me a couple days ago, actually.
Yeah.
And he said that, Drew, watch this fight. He said this is going to be a banger. He said neither guy wants to go to the ground. They want to stand and throw leather. And I hope that is true.
Interesting walkout choice.
Little motivation.
I was going to guess this, but this is a hate squad fighter. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Yep.
Now, Harley, you affiliated with the Hate Squad a little bit. Do you know anything about this young man?
This guy has been in my gym to take the pictures for the poster. That's as much as I know, to be honest with you. And me and Dom trained together for eons and years, but we have not trained together for a few years. We will visit each other on occasion. That's about it right now. We're both, gyms in the area, and we know that at some point our guys are going to end up fighting each other. So we try not to mix too much, but we do mix.
I do know a little bit about Benny Pacheco. I've seen him fight. I'm sure you've seen him fight. Once you see him, you know what I'm talking about. The man brings it, and he fights. And
that's what I heard about Keith as well. So I think we're in for it.
Maybe what Michael's saying is true. This is what we're looking forward to, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. From everything I heard, that's exactly it.
Introducing to you his opponent, please put your hands together for Benjamin Pacheco.
Keith just looks like a brick. I love that on the back of his shorts it says Juggernaut written with a silver
something
yeah,
Sharpie,
like,
maybe
yeah,
chalk type looking substance.
That's awesome.
You know he's got to be nitty gritty, you know, if you got that.
Yeah.
Because I know we got two Juggernaut nicknames in Michigan, and they're both are phenomenal fighters. Lee the Juggernaut Trombley and Joel the Juggernaut, Little Juggernaut Chapman.
Yep.
Both very good fighters.
Indeed. Just have the look. Doesn't look too rattled.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this is going to be, it may be his first fight, but this does not look like Keith Johnson's first rodeo when it comes to fighting.
Benny's itching to get in there.
Of course. Of course.
Well, we got a moment, Harley. I mean, it's a pretty nice attendance tonight. I mean, it does not look like an empty seat in the house.
I know, this is really, really busy. I know my guys sold probably like 500 tickets to this thing.
That is amazing. That's good for them, too, you know. And honestly, as a spectator, I would not want to miss this card.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
We get better and better as we go on.
They have tees in the back for just $20, 2 for $35. Ladies gear and other accessories for just $10. Make sure you stop and see him. Vengeance, the life of a warrior. Introducing your fighters. First, fighter standing to my right. Tonight, he is out of the blue corner. Wearing the Hate Squad trunks. He comes to us at 5 feet, 11 inches tall. Weighing 179 pounds. Proudly making his mixed martial arts debut inside of the cage here tonight. With a background in boxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Representing Metro Fitness and the Hate Squad. Here is Keith Johnson. What's going across the cage? Man standing to my left. Tonight, he is out of the red corner. Wearing his tap-out trunks, he comes to us standing in 5 feet, 11 inches tall. Weighing 186 pounds. Putting his 2-0 record on the line here tonight. With a background in kickboxing and a freestyle mixed martial artist. From Bowman Sons, here is Benjamin Bad Boy Pacheco. Say hello to the lovely Miss Kayla Wall as she makes her way around the cage. Are you ready?
These guys are so ready.
Yeah, I don't think they have took the eyes off each other yet. And I mean, oh yeah, they're both ready. They're ready to go.
They're like, can we both take center?
I don't think they're going to be touching gloves.
It looks like they're straight swings.
I stay corrected.
Ooh, straight cross down the middle, making Benny shoot.
I tell you, this Keith Johnson looks strong.
Yeah, he does.
Man.
Yeah, he does.
Just solid through and through.
Oh, wow. Just rolling him over with...
He's got a nice little... He could have hit a little sweep right there, but...
Yeah. He got a little ahead of himself there.
Well, absolutely. I mean, and about Benny, you know, you look at Benny, you would not be able to tell that he is as tough as he is.
Yeah.
You know, I remember the first time I seen him show up, I expected him to lose. He goes out there and knocks.
Oh, look at this.
Knocks dude out quick. And I'm like, wow, he is a fighter. You know what I'm saying? And that just shows, you know, do not be fooled by looks.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it doesn't matter what you look like. If you could fight, you could fight.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of guys are deceiving that you probably never expect.
I mean, look at us. I mean, who would ever think that two people so good looking can fight like
this
us?
pretty.
You know, it's just, I don't get it, but I ain't mad.
That's right. That's right. That's probably because we don't get hit.
Well, yeah, but a little Kai fire never hurt nobody.
True.
Actually, it helps.
Yeah, I was gonna say Keith is definitely imposing his will a lot here, and you can see exactly what you were saying. He looks strong.
Oh, very strong. But the thing is, how long can that strength last? You know, and I've lost some big dudes in my day, you know, and I've lost some strong guys.
Yeah.
And I noticed is as the fight goes on,
they wear down faster.
They wear down, you know, and that's where technique will beat strength any given day.
Yeah. I would like to see these guys get stood up. I would really want to see them trade.
Absolutely. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Looks like Danny was warning him right there, and then Benny gave up his back.
Yeah, he
has a
would've
cage
listened.
walk.
Yeah, but he's got a backpack. That was not the right thing to do at all. That only works if you can put that cage on your back.
Well, you always protect your neck no matter what.
Well, not the fight that we expected, but nonetheless, Keith Johnson is your winner by not what we expected.
No, absolutely not. And very impressive, Keith Johnson on his debut. And very strong man.
Methodical.
And I know Benny, you know, and Benny's going to come back strong. He's going to fight again, you know. And Benny's also one of those people I like to see get in the gym and train.
Yeah.
And, absolutely a good fight.
Wow, so let's do a quick wrap up here before our first intermission. Tell me what jumps out at you so far.
At this time, I'd like to ask my man on the wheels to see back there, DJ Doc, to call something sexy as we get ready to invite the lovely ladies of the cage.
Well, Harley, I've seen a little bit of mix of everything in his first 8 fights. You know, I've seen some sick knockouts.
Yeah.
You know, I see some decent grappling. Like I said, all you gentlemen impressed me very much. Which proves that you guys have one of the best gyms in Michigan, and you guys showed it. And I do know the guys you got coming up, and they're gonna even prove more how good you guys are. And like I said, always good matchmaking at WXC, and everything seems I've not seen a mismatch yet.
Yep, and a lot of people are under the conception that if it's a fast fight, that it's a mismatch, and that's not at all how it works.
No, absolutely not. And,
I've seen UFC title fights last 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's all about whose day it is, and one guy out in 4 seconds the next day, Bobby Adams might be able to knock Darnell out. It's who imposes their will at that point in time, you know?
Yeah, whose fight are we fighting? That's right. All right, well, I think we're going to take a little break and come back in just about 15 minutes or so.
And we have a barn burner to invite us back at the 15 intermission. Tyler Meadows, let me tell you, one of my favorites. Trains with us, courageous. He's from DC Prodigy. He's under Darren Cruikshank.
He's been well-traveled, scarred, courageous,
everywhere.
He's all over the place.
He gets well-rounded.
Yeah.
And he's 19 years old, and he has probably some of the sickest jiu-jitsu. Like, phenomenal. I think every fight he's had has ended in all submissions with him winning.
Yep.
And I do know that Donnie Gorman is a gamer himself. So I'm excited about this first fight at the intermission.
Can't wait. And then after that, I got my boy Jesse Robertson, who's another one of them guys that I'm really, really excited to see how he performs in the cage tonight. Definitely somebody who looks good in the gym.
Absolutely. I look forward to talking to you again.
All right. See you soon.
He's got some great tips and things that are happening here tonight.
Harley, we are flowing.
Yeah, I know.
Real quick.
Also very knowledgeable and experienced in supplements. I'm a 3-time natural bodybuilding overall champion, personal trainer, strength conditioning. I have Muscle Leg over here. A lot of our athletes are actually using this product. There's no fat, no sugar. All 4 flavors, caramel, chocolate, mint brownie, and vanilla. I also went with GNC, and we're doing 3 $100 gift cards tonight to 3 of the Downriver locations. So you guys stop by, give me your name, give me your phone number, we'll put you in the drawing. And Kayla and Amanda are gonna come up tonight and they're gonna pull your names. 3 $100 gift cards for GNC.
James, thank you very much. Once again, on behalf of Muscle Leg, We got 3 $100 gift cards at GNC. All you got to do is sign up in the back. Kayla and Amanda are going to draw those just a little bit later. And we'll get ready for some more action. At this time, we need Rashid Orshad and Tony Savage to the back. Once again, that's Rashid Orshad and Tony Savage to the back. Continuing on with fight number 9 tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Tyler Meadows.
Some nights I stay up, cashing in my bad luck. Some nights I call it a draw. Some nights I wish they just fall off. But I still wake up, I still see a ghost. But Lord, I'm still not sure what I stand for. What do I stand for? Most nights I don't know anymore.
All right, now we got our headsets back. Oh, look at you got some. Well, Tyler Meadows made it all the way up to the cage, and he looks like he's about ready to go.
Ready and tanned.
Yeah. Again, well-traveled, super athletic fighter. Definitely look forward to seeing what he can do in this division. 135 should be a division he could do really well in.
Oh, absolutely. Honestly, Tyler Meadows walks around 135 pounds.
Oh wow.
He can easily make 125, possibly 115 if the diet's right.
No pro division 115 yet. I'd hang up.
They're working on it. You gotta go to Japan for that.
Yeah, true. Probably have a lot more opponents there.
Absolutely.
And now, introducing to you his opponent across the cage. Please put your hands together for Billy Gorman.
Tyler.
His way. Taking his time coming out. Another Hate Squad fighter.
What do you know about Donnie Gorman?
It's another one of them guys that's after my time, and I have not really seen him perform, so I look forward. But I know this. Dom is the kind of guy who will not put somebody in there unless they're ready to be there. So if he approves the fight, that means they're ready to get tested.
Well, absolutely. You know, I heard that Donnie is a good wrestler.
Yeah.
I do know his cousin's was a phenomenal wrestler in high school.
Yeah.
So I guess it remains to see. I know that Tyler is no joke when it comes to grappling.
Yeah. The problem with being a great wrestler when you're going against somebody like Meadows is that you're going to put him exactly where he wants to be.
Well, absolutely. That's just another day, another walk through the park for him. You know, you put him on his back, it's exactly what he wants.
Yeah.
Good stand-up, too.
Looking quite confident. It's very, very relaxed in there.
The following contest is proudly being brought to you by Muscle A. They are providing 3 $100 gift certificates at the table. All you have to do is sign up. Introducing your fighters. First, fighter to my right. Tonight, he is out of the blue corner. Wearing the neon orange trunks. He comes to us at 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing 136 pounds, with a record of 3-1 from Dearborn Heights, Michigan. Training under the lights of the Detroit superstar, Darren Krusek and WXC Prodigies. Here is Tyler "The Tank" Meadows. His opponent across the cage, man standing to my left.
What do they have for fight name?
Wearing the white Hayabusa
They're DC Prodigies.
I thought they said beefcake.
I did not. Oh, his nickname very well could have been that.
Representing Paramount Brady and the Hate Squad from New York Fitness, Donnie Gorman. Please say hello to the lovely and stunning, amazing Amanda. As she makes her way around the cage, then you know that the official after party is happening at Larry Flint's Hustler Club. Tomorrow night, bring it to you, get it for free. A man with the Hustler Hotties. Just off Outer Drive.
All right. Harley, what are you expecting out of here?
I expect we're going to find out a lot about our new boy here, Donnie Gorman.
You know, Tyler's only had 2 or 3 fights, but people are not know much about him. But he is. They're going to find out soon about him. He is ready to take over.
He's got to weather the storm here.
I'm sure he's fine.
Yep.
But I also know Dom's guys, they are relentless as they come.
Yes, they are. Well, the whole thing with their pace is they train at the pace, the sparring pace. It's a lot like Darren. Nobody really does anything nice in the gym. Well, Danny definitely had some hips on him there, picking him up off the ground. Oh, looking for a
knee bar. Here we go.
Yeah.
Got to get that ankle.
Oh. Excellent, keeping his base, but he's continuing. This is trouble all the way through, and
there goes
looking for a toe hold or a reverse.
He's got to straighten that knee out.
Yeah.
Kick that hips out. There it is. Look.
Yeah, he's going to just keep sitting into this. After he gets his base under him, he can start reining again. But right now, his defense first.
Control those hands first.
Yes,
right
indeed.
Here. He's doing a very good job defending it right now.
Oh, wow, landed a hard hammer fist right on the ear.
Donnie Gorman has some hands on him, that's for sure.
Yeah, it looks like he's not afraid to hit hard.
Nope.
And they're right over by us. Oh, big knee. Excellent fight. These guys are learning an awful lot about themselves in here. Great fight so far.
Well, absolutely. And the thing about Tyler, he hasn't had much experience. He's only going to get better with experience. And here he goes.
Yeah.
Very good job by Donnie, blocking the choke.
Very aware.
If he would have finished that, it might have been the end of the fight.
Yeah. Just keeps his hands up so well, too. Excellent. Throwing that cross on the leg kick. Very good fundamentals. Both these guys are going to be high up the food chain at 135 and not too distant future. I promise you that.
Oh, absolutely.
Very impressed.
Yeah, Donnie's definitely impressing me right now, and
yeah. Almost got around that pass, but
I did hear, I didn't know that. I heard that he was a wrestler coming in. He's definitely nice up kick by Tyler.
Yeah.
Oh, Donnie's hurt. Contact fell out. There's a contact middle of the cage.
Whoa! He ate a knee on the way in, but his contact is in the middle of the cage right now.
That's triangle choke.
Yeah.
This fight is looking like a short-ended night. This might be it. Tyler is known for a very good triangle choke.
Yeah. So we're short on time.
Switch transitions to an armbar.
Short time. That's the only thing that's going to save him.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, hopefully they grab that thing. It's in the center of the...
Whoa. Danny's got it.
Oh, I think it was too late there. Ben just kicked it. Wow, great fight so far, though. This might be fight that's very, very skilled, technically cerebral fight.
Oh, absolutely. Who would you give that nod to on that one, Harley?
I'd have to say that round probably to Donnie, dictating the pace, having the top position, landing some of the bigger shots. But it's a close round. Not gonna be for sure on that one.
Well, absolutely. You never know how the judges see it. They can also point the fact that Tyler is very active off his back also in the closing rounds.
Yeah, I would say one thing to think about is who was closest to finish the fight. Definitely Tyler.
Absolutely.
That triangle or armbar. If that was any other time in the fight, that could have been it.
Absolutely. And real quick, I want to point out Ghost in the crowd. Look at Billy Flynn Garrison making an appearance. You don't see him in a long time.
Tons of fun, man. He's playing me at Words with Friends right now.
You play Ruzzle?
Yeah.
Let's Ruzzle.
Here we go.
That's another conversation we can have.
Round 2. Got to close your mouth there.
Donnie looks fired up. You got to be careful, Tyler. There he goes. Oh.
Yeah, there's a pass available if you want it here.
Tyler's jiu-jitsu, he is active, man. I'm telling you.
The only thing with when you go for the leg attacks is when you go against tougher guys that has heavy shots, your face is kind of planted right in the power.
Yeah. But Tyler's tough, And
yep.
he comes from a real credible camp. And,
definitely.
It don't get much better in Michigan than Darren Cruikshank,
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, out of the fire into the kitchen right there. Ooh, big shots. Another great up kick.
Donnie looks like he's slowing down a little bit.
Breathing a little bit. Oh, wow, he cracked him. Tyler's got shook right there.
Tyler is coming into his own right here, For only having 2 fights, man, this kid, I'm telling you, he's going to be something.
Yeah, he got cracked there in that exchange, and I thought for sure that was going to be trouble, but talk about fight and flight kicking in the right half. Whoa. Oh, wow. Swimming up with that high guard again, looking. If I was Danny right now, I'd probably stand back up. He's doing so well on his feet.
Yeah, he's wearing himself out. He's slowing down.
Yeah, Danny's definitely breathing, but he's clipping him hard. That's another big land.
It seems like Tyler keeps circling right into that right hand. You know, and you got to learn.
Yep.
But that comes with the experience,
Yep. Yeah, still, this guy's starting to look tired, that's for sure.
And I knew that Tyler's pretty well. This fight might be a short-ended right here. This is dangerous for Tyler.
That's deep.
Very good job by Tyler. Hold on, this is something he said he was gonna do. He told me at training camp he was gonna come out and hug me after he wins. So Tyler got a little blood on my shirt.
Yeah, tell me he's gonna have to buy you a new one.
He's gonna have to buy me a new one on this one, Tyler. I'm sorry.
Wow, he earned that win. I guarantee you learned a lot about himself in that fight. That was an awesome fight. Fight of the night so far.
Oh, absolutely. A quick question for the viewers: does anybody know how to get blood out of their shirt like ASAP quick?
Club soda, man. Seriously, club soda. Not kidding.
Where's the bartender at?
Right.
We need a club soda now.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for both of these fighters in this cage right now. After 2 minutes and 17 seconds in the second round, your winner, by way of guillotine choke, Tyler Buchanan. Great crowd.
Tyler owes me a new shirt.
A lot of class up there. A lot of class up there.
Let my man, Mr. Meadows, go ahead.
I want to thank my team, everybody, Mo, Oz, Darren, Cody, and all you guys. Doug, God, Mom.
Short and sweet, your winner, Tyler Buchanan. Well, we've had a great night of fights here tonight, y'all. If you're having a good time, make some noise. Yeah, we're all starting to loosen up again now. Fight number 10 of the night. Keep it loud, proud for Jesse Robertson.
All right, we're back here again. I'm sitting here with Danny McIntyre.
Good to be back. Thank you, Drew. Man, what a fight.
Absolutely. I was just telling the fans out there that Tyler Meadows, for being how young he is going to be taking over the amateur game and definitely the pros soon.
Yeah, a lot of potential. You could really tell. And training with Darren, definitely at the right spot.
Oh, absolutely. One of Michigan's finest. And I was telling people earlier how, me coming up as an amateur, I looked up at people like yourself. I mentioned you specifically, how you carry yourself with class, and dignity, very humble, and how exciting you are in the cage. And I tell people when I was first started, I want to, be like Danny McIntyre. You were the person I looked up to, as I came up. So, I appreciate having fighters like you, Darren, Ben, and all them, out there. You give fighters, younger fighters like myself something to look up to and a perfect example of what we should be.
Well, Drew, thank you very much, man. It means a lot coming from you. And, I feel the same way about guys like Ben and Darren and Miles Jury. Can't forget about him. All these Michigan pros that are making big names for themselves in the big shows. But thank you very much, Drew. I really appreciate that, man. It means a lot coming from you.
Absolutely. So do you know anything about these two gentlemen right here?
I've seen both of them fight, and I can't remember too much about both of them. Another bantamweight matchup.
Well, with Jesse Robinson, I do know he is a Harley the Swede Wallen guy. So you can only assume he's going to be a good grappler.
Absolutely.
That's just an assumption. Probably a good one too, though. And may I add, I'm not very happy about my buddy Tyler. He did come out of the cage and give me a hug, but he did get blood all over my shirt.
Yeah, I see. Looks like he might owe you a new shirt at the end of the night, man.
Absolutely. Maybe I should just save it, have him sign it.
As a souvenir. Might be able to sell it on eBay one day.
Oh, absolutely.
So you can see as Scripter walks up to the cage. Both these 35ers are a little taller, a little lankier. Maybe we'll see some kickboxing or some action on the feet with this reach these guys have.
But absolutely, I touched on this earlier, and maybe you can agree with me. We had a shorter fighter fighting a taller fighter, and the taller fighter was just popping him with his jab. And I was saying that the shorter fighter needs to walk him down and get inside that reach. You can get inside that reach of a taller fighter, he's really got nothing much left. And
exactly. Exactly. That's the battle when you're fighting somebody that either has a height advantage or the reach advantage. Getting inside that jab. A lot of times that's the hardest battle in the fight. If you can get past that jab, get inside, like you said, work those short strikes, the hooks, the uppercuts, the knees, turn into a clinch game or possibly a wrestling game or jiu-jitsu game, grappling match. That shorter fighter is going to be at a more advantageous position.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm a firm believer in, the jab is the most underused punch in mixed martial arts. It is the most dangerous. And you have a phenomenal jab, And look at, George St. Pierre himself. One of the best jabs in the game. And he sets everything up off that jab. And he hasn't been really stopped in, I can't even tell you how long.
Couldn't agree with you more, Drew. Especially in MMA, like you said, with those little gloves, they can do a lot of damage too. Like you said, they help set up the techniques. They keep your opponent off balance, disrupt his timing. Just to think of another example, one of the contestants on The Ultimate Fighter, Uriah Hall, I think won his semifinal fight basically out jabbing his opponent.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Uriah Hall, nightmare with his, his stand-up. Here we go, Mr. McIntyre. How you see this one going, Danny?
Tough to tell, my friend. See a southpaw stance from Scripter right off the bat.
Nice little teep. Ooh.
Scripter got Robertson on the cage, throwing some punches. Robertson on his heels. Scripter doing a good job keeping busy.
He's tagging him with these punches right now. Imagine if he knew how to throw those punches right. This fight could be over.
I noticed they are winging punches, not straight technical shots. They are landing, though, doing some damage. I see he likes to hold his hands by his hips, too. Not a good habit to get into for Scripter.
That's especially something against Harley, because he can lay that head kick down.
Scripter unloading and finishes the fight.
I got to be completely honest with you. That is not how I was expecting that fight to go.
No, I'm a little surprised too, Drew. It looked like Jesse Robertson had a tough time pulling the trigger and never really settled in. Got into the flow of the fight.
I think maybe he caught him right off the bat. Maybe got hurt. He got instant survival mode. I don't know. But I do know if Mitch Scripter gets in the gym and trains, he can be something to deal with.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 54 seconds in the very first round, your winner by tap 2 strikes, Mitchell
I need you again. All right, this is Drew All Day Murray. I'm here by myself right now currently. And we had another phenomenal, exciting fight from the lighter guys. Next, we got a heavyweight battle. We got some big boys in the cage. Now it is a pleasure to introduce Michigan's baddest of the bad news bandwagon. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm very happy to be here today.
Good. So how's things going for you?
Well, things are going great. Training's going great. Looking forward to my next Bellator fight.
Good, absolutely. Always, even when you left for California, Michigan was on your back. We were always rooting for you. We always will root for you. And you're always exciting to watch, and you've been beating me up since I can remember, and I enjoyed it. made me a better fighter.
Thanks very much. I'm a Michigan boy, born and raised. No matter where I go, and I'll always be back here. Supporting the place where I started in these local events.
You gotta love the Murder Man. It's
no place like home, man.
We build some of the best fighters there are. And we are just now starting to get known. And I think we're about to start taking over the fight game. Very quickly.
It's a lot of exciting things coming out of the state, and everybody training together. Only better things are going to come out,
Oh, absolutely. And Darren spoke about this multiple times. He wants to get like a Michigan-type fight team going with all the good pros in the area come together. Because just in the Metro Detroit area alone, we have, you, Danny McIntyre, Pac-Man, Darren, Tony Hervey, Eric Moon. We have all these guys in the same area, but none of us train together. I train with Darren, you train with Darren, but that's about the far as that goes.
Yeah. We need to come together more. The more that we can train together and have better fighters committed to working together, the better it is for everybody. And all it is going to take a little organization from us and get together to do it. That's how other states, people come together, and that's how we need to do it here.
Well, absolutely. It can only be beneficial for everybody, and everybody puts everything aside and come in for a day or two a week and bang it out.
I'm happy to see so many people out in Clinton Township tonight supporting local MMA and the sport. I was here a month ago for another event, didn't quite have this many people here, so I'm happy to see it. It's a great turnout.
Well, absolutely, and that just comes with the matchmaking and the production that WXC puts into it. Michael Pattinelli does a phenomenal job with this matchmaking. I have not seen, this is my opinion, you may agree with me or not, but I have not seen a mismatch tonight. Everything seems even, from my perspective.
Yeah, he did a great job, and did a great job promoting it as well. And I'm really excited to see the rest of this card and some of the title fights that are later on tonight.
Well, absolutely. We got some big guys in here. Ben, what do you expect out of these guys?
Well, anytime you got some heavyweights in here, you can expect some power. Maybe not the most speed, but when they land, they can end the fight. It looks here to be that he might have a little foot injury. He's wrapping it, but like a real fighter, he's taking the fight.
That kind of reminds me of the past UFC show. Ross Pearson, they said, broke his foot in the back warming up and still came out and put on a phenomenal performance against Ryan Couture. And hopefully Rashid has the same luck. I don't know much about Tony Savage. You?
Actually, yeah, I've had the opportunity to train with Tony. He's a great guy, strong competitor, a little bit of a wrestling background, and he's at a 4 Aces Fight Club locally here in Clinton Township. He's got a little bit of a support and a following, and looking forward to see this heavyweight matchup.
And I must say, I do dig his Grizzly Adams beard. I wish I could grow one, anything similar to that, but I don't have that pleasure.
It is a powerful beard. Some of these men here tonight gained strength from their beard, so I know Tony is one of them.
Yeah, we got that young gentleman face.
It's true.
Face women like to rub. So while we got a moment, do you have anything planned? Is it kind of a date with Bellator? Or?
Well, I know they'll be coming back to Michigan later in the summer, so I'll get on when they come back here. And I've heard some other things about some local promotions in the state. If there's something in June, I'd like to compete and stay active. That way, I don't have, I don't stay out for a long time. I want to stay active as much as possible.
Well, absolutely. And that's mainly the reason why I go to boxing a little bit. Because the fights aren't as big here, so I go to boxing to stay active myself,
Broadcasting worldwide at WXC.com. Introducing your fighters. First, fighter to my right. Tonight, he is out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks. He comes to us standing at 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing 250 pounds, with a record of 8-5. Currently holding the IBC heavyweight title and EFF heavyweight title of freestyle mixed martial artist. Training to the IDC MMA Fight League. Here is Rashid, the Apex Aruchi. His opponent across the cage, man to my left. Tonight, he is out of the red corner, wearing the black and camouflage trunks. He comes to us, standing at 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. With a record of 2-1 from Warren, Michigan. A freestyle mixed martial artist representing 4 Aces MMA, Tony Savage!
And wow, you can definitely tell he is from Clinton Township, man.
The hometown crowd in the corner of Tony Savage tonight, but he's got his hands full tonight with Rashid. He is a big, strong guy, and looks like he's going to bring it.
Absolutely. I had the pleasure of watching Rashid fight 2 weeks ago, actually. And, pretty exciting. He likes to throw leather, you know. So
this should be a slugfest then. Fighters come to the center, touch gloves. Rashid circling to the outside. Tony hunting him down. Hands kind of low for Rashid, but sometimes that's how they box. Outside leg kick, Rashid. Tony hunting, looking for the big hooks. Here come the punches. Rashid looks to clinch. Tony pressuring against the cage. Lifts him up, takes out the leg, and passes to side control. Nice work by Savage. He's got Rashid pinned up against the cage. Rashid has a left underhook, looking to stand back up. Savage looking to step over and take mount. Looks like he does. He has the mount. Savage got to look to pull him off the cage.
Rashid seems to be in a little bit of trouble right now. That's not a place I would want to be with that big of a man on top of me.
No, that's a heavy guy on top of you, keeping you there.
And you said a solid wrestling background, too.
Yeah, no doubt. He's got a great base. Rashid doesn't look to be exploding out of there or doing much. He's looking to just hold and try to get a stand-up, but it's going to be hard to do from mount.
Absolutely. And, you know, from my personal experiences, that is the last place you want a wrestler to be on top of you in a mount. I mean, that and besides taking your back.
Savage landing some right hands. Rashid's looking to give up the back in a second if he isn't. There we go. He's rolling. Savage having great control, looking to end the fight. Landing solid punches. Yep. Rashid's now giving up his back. Tony's real high. He has to be careful that he's not bumped and taken over. He's got one hook in, looking for the neck. Stretches him out, looking for the choke right now.
You know, that's a technique that a lot of fighters don't use. You know, when people are on your back, the bump, you know, tripod up and start bumping and shake, you know. You'd be surprised how high fighters really do get.
Tony Savage with the tap and a rear naked choke. Congratulations to him and his hard work. Surely paid off.
You know what I'm saying is, you know, like a lot of times people forget about the basic of wrestling, you know.
You got to train it.
Sounds like a pretty intense young man.
Well, I mean, his last name is Savage, and in true form, he's showing us his Savage side. Had a great fight, didn't take any damage. You know, he threw a couple of punches, tied him up, pressed him against the cage to the leg out, past the guard. It was really textbook Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, textbook MMA, ground and pound. He gave up his back, he threw in the choke, and that's great work.
Well, absolutely. Would you expect anything less than somebody who trains with the Swede?
No doubt, no doubt. You know, much respect to Rashid taking the fight with a hurt foot. He didn't make any excuses. He showed up and fought, which is more than a lot of men can say.
Absolutely.
After 1 minute and 49 seconds in round one, your winner by TKO.
All right, Ben, it was wonderful having you. Always a pleasure having you around, and like I said, always a class act, always a humble, respectful guest.
Thank you very much, Drew. It's always good hanging out with you, and I'll be back later.
All right, wish you the best at your Bellator fight, sir.
One more time for Tony Savage and Four Aces Fight Club in the house here tonight. We'd like to take this time right now and actually thank all of our champs. Of course, DC Prodigies, Hate Squad, Courageous MMA, RBC MMA, everybody who came out to support the show tonight, we greatly appreciate that on behalf of Warriors here in Cage Fighting. As we continue in fight number 12 of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Marcus Wheeler.
Wow, so excited for my man Tony. Big win. We're moving on to the next fight. Right now we got Marcus Wheeler making his way to the cage. Marcus Wheeler has been around the block many times, fought for many titles. Such a game opponent in any way, shape, or form. Definitely looking forward to seeing him tonight. Master Bay definitely brought his whole team out tonight. All kinds of guys here. And again, this is one of the things I always say. Marcus Wheeler is such a game opponent. Has been around the game for a long time. Somebody, a sponsor, get him in some fight shorts because he definitely deserves to be in a nice pair of shorts. So excited for my man Tony coming off his first loss ever and then stepping in the cage here against an opponent with, 3 times as many fights as him and coming out like that. That was really cool.
You look very impressive, look very content inside that cage,
Yeah.
And I spoke about this earlier, so how like even if you have a newer fighter, the way you train them, you train them in all aspects of the sport, and that's what makes you a great trainer, so kudos for that. And I said, even your newer guys don't look like that's their first fight.
Yeah.
Put your hands together for TJ Ors.
We got TJ Ors, who's actually one of my training partners, and everybody knows Marcus Wheeler. He's been around this game a long time.
Yeah, I was just saying, there's got to be a sponsor out there to put him in a real pair of shorts. For as long as he's been fighting, as many title fights as he's been in, nobody strapped on a pair of shorts on him. That blows my mind. Somebody's got to.
I would personally give him a pair of mine if he really wants one. I mean, I hate when people wear basketball shorts, but
yeah, it's one of my pet peeves as well. You don't go bowling in your running shoes, right?
Nope.
Yeah, definitely game opponent, TJ Ors, right? Somebody moving up the ladder at the 145?
Yes, TJ is phenomenally strong. He learns fast. He works hard, and he trains with Darren, trains under Darren, trains at Courageous too, He has a great group of training partners, you can't get much better, and
absolutely.
I'm looking forward to this fight. Obviously the experience is going to go to Marcus, but TJ is very much a gamer, and I can guarantee that.
Yeah, there's something to be said about that experience, though. When you've been in there that many times, exchanged that many times, you have a tendency to see things. The fight moves a little slower when you've had the experience. I think a lot of the times, and I saw one of my boys that fought tonight, Jesse, it looked like he got clipped, and then after that, the fight just went way too fast for him, and he couldn't catch up.
Yeah, I was. We were talking about that. Danny and I, and I even said that wasn't the outcome I was expecting.
Not at all, yeah.
And I did say that it seemed like that Jesse got caught early and he took it out of his game.
Yeah.
But that comes with experience. He's going to learn how to recover from that, and I wish him the best of luck in his career.
Yeah.
Make sure you check them out. BestofDetroit.com. Introducing your fighters. First, fighter standing to my right. Tonight, he is out of the blue corner. Wearing the navy trunks, trimmed in white, he comes to us at 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing 146.5 pounds, with a record of 18-17, representing Detroit, Michigan, and currently holding the Genesis 135 belt, the UGK interim champion, and a former IDC MMA champion, representing Grandmaster Bay's Taekwondo. Here is Marcus "Iceman" Wheeler. Tonight, he is out of the red corner. Wearing the neon yellow trunks, he comes to us at 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing 148 pounds, with an undefeated record of 3 wins, no losses, from Allen Park, Michigan. Training under the lights of Darren Krusek and Tony Stemma for DC Prodigies. Here is TJ Ors. Say hello She makes her way around.
TJ always looking.
And you know it's going down.
What happened there?
I don't know. I keep echoing.
Oh, weird echo. Oh, wow.
I'm not gonna lie, sound guy, I didn't mind that at all.
Did somebody put something in my beer? All right, here we go.
Go, boy.
Yellow shorts, TJ Ori. Blue shorts, Marcus Wheeler.
TJ looking tanned and ready to go.
Yes, he is. Whoa, liver shot.
Nice body kick.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. You know that. I have a love affair with that lead leg kick.
Oh, absolutely. And this is where TJ, his strength is going to be, he's more of a striker, but how strong he is.
Yeah.
I know at one time he was powerlifting. TJ was up to like 240 pounds at one time.
Oh, wow.
Just pure muscle, and
yeah, you can see it. He's definitely just steady on pressure.
yeah, and Marcus, he has that neck right now. He's just burning the arms out. He ain't doing much with it.
Marcus is scrappy. But I think, first of all, I think he belongs in 135 and not 145.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and TJ's we've had discussions, about him going on at 35 too. He can make it,
Yeah.
And best has come with time, and Darren, explain to him, keep it, easy for now, and
Oh, I thought he was jumping over for a head arm triangle.
yeah. And then TJ's still learning on the ground. He's like I said, he's more of a stand-up, but I know he does have a wrestling background. But the jiu-jitsu game, he's still learning. But he's always asking questions, always wanting to learn.
Yeah.
Which is it don't get no better than that. A young kid wanting to learn,
Yeah, and athleticism is there. You can see that. Good base. He's doing a lot of things right.
Yeah, you can just tell how strong he is. He's just holding Marcus's head on the ground with one hand.
And here's full mount, taking his time, no rush.
Trying to scoot Marcus into the cage.
Yep.
That's just good coaching right there,
Yep.
You don't find many young fighters like that know that.
Not a good spot for Marcus.
Absolutely. You never want a wrestler on your back.
No, definitely not. They're glued to you. Soften him up a little bit.
Beautiful job by TJ. Looking good.
Yeah, he's not in a rush. I really like that. How
looking very tan too, by the way.
Yes, he is.
Darren hands out belts when it comes to tanning. I believe TJ is a blue belt in tanning now.
Oh, he's the blue belt.
Yeah,
moving up the ladder.
Yeah, Tyler Meadows is a purple belt, I think. By
Yeah.
now. I'm not sure the belt system he has, but yeah, that's a big thing over DC.
Does he have any
Prodigies.
brown belts? Because that would be the ultimate tan belt, wouldn't it?
I believe he is. I believe they're obviously a black belt, but probably Cody. Cody was probably a brown belt.
Cody is probably a brown belt.
Yep, absolutely.
Cody is looking quite swole lately, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. And Cody's another one who's phenomenal to watch.
Yeah, so it's fun to spar too.
Fast as lightning.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yeah, I love it when you spar somebody and you're kind of like enjoying watching them at the same time as you're sparring them.
That's how they move, and then
it's like that's freaking cool.
And then a 16-ounce leather lays across your face. And you don't like it so I'm like, dash.
I know.
Get up.
I remember last time he put some hard leg kicks on me, and I'm like, I have to give them back to you, dude, because my leg is hurting.
So I don't know. I think I would honestly give that.
Yeah, for sure.
To TJ, but
absolutely.
Unbiasedly, possibly a 10-8 round. I mean, he was dominating every aspect of that round.
The only reason why I would have a hard time giving it to him because there was nothing that was close to fight ending. There was nothing that was that overwhelming. It was just steady pressure the entire round.
Well, I agree with you on that. I mean, like I said, that was my biased opinion, you know, being a friend of mine, you know, but easily a one round, you know, he won that round 10-9.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt. Like this is one of them rounds that you can comfortably tell your guy you won this round.
Oh, absolutely. And I look for TJ to turn on right here. You know, this is what TJ wants to be, is on his feet, you know, and this kid just gets better and better every time I see him fight.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Actually, every time I see him train, because I do see him every day.
Same thing again. Goes for that body kick. Worked the first time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not go back?
Ben Lagman combo. I love that one.
You know, the good thing about a lot of these DC Prodigy guys is that, you know, you see a little bit of Darren Cruikshank
Nice
in every single
cradle.
one of them, you know? You see a little bit of Darren striking, you know, every single one of them.
Yeah.
And the great thing about the way Darren teaches is Darren teaches you, a little bit of everything, and he will tell you,
Yep.
It may not work for you, but, my job as a coach is to teach you something that you might pick up and something you might need to use.
Yep. Yeah, you always want to make sure that you don't make the people that train for you essentially, oh, there we go, that's the finish.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure that they're not a copy of you, because then they're going to be less than you, and you always want your fighters to one day be better than you. But nice finish right there.
TJ Orr is definitely going to make some names, and he's definitely on point to be a monster.
Yeah,
at 45
definitely.
or 35, depends on where he goes with this.
Yeah, he's a pretty beefy guy.
Absolutely. And he also wanted me to mention how tan he is too.
Yeah, and he is semi-tan, blue belt.
There's Mr. Crookshank right there, looking all ever so tan himself. Also, props to Marcus Wheeler. He always comes to fight. Man, always shows up. He'll fight anybody. I mean,
yeah, he's such a gamer. I've seen him fight so many times and short notices and everything else.
Good.
But impressive.
He's a lighter version of Russell Campbell.
That's right. That's right. We have no Russell Campbell here today.
Surprisingly, no.
Yeah. Too long of a drive.
Yeah.
All right, I got another one. I got a corner, so we will see you shortly. I think he's fighting one of your guys.
Yeah.
Want to put $5 on this?
No, I don't. I do not bet on my on friends and fighters.
All right, we'll see.
What do gentlemen's bet?
All right, gentlemen's bet it is.
Gentlemen's bet.
Thank you so much for your support. Truly. Ladies and gentlemen, lucky number 13 is up next. As I am proud to introduce to you your next fighter. Put your hands together.
Tyler!
Taylor Meyer!
I'm gonna get a minute. I'm gonna get you on. Talk a little bit. I'll lead, you follow. Sounds good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce Mr. Tyler Meadows.
Hello, everybody.
Tyler, you did a beautiful job earlier. How do you feel about your performance?
I feel good. The past 2 days, I've actually had the flu. I feel stomach hurts, but felt good in the fight. Came back. He rocked me pretty good.
Yeah, we seen that, and you seem like you recovered well. And we discussed, how you wanted to be on your, you're comfortable on your back, and I talked to how I've been talking to you since you even started fighting, and you were always asking questions and stuff. And I would like to add a side note that you owe me a new shirt for getting blood on my shirt. So,
I apologize for getting blood on your shirt, but anything for you, baby.
I would take a free tanning package. Also, so.
All right. Next we have Taylor Meyer and Willis Black.
I'm sure you know Willis. You train at Courageous sometimes. Willis is probably one of the most athletic people you would see. But I know he has his hands full here with Taylor Meyer.
Taylor Meyer, Muay Thai background, really good striker, but Willis is a really tough guy.
This is Willis's first fight, and he comes from a really, a decent wrestling background, but he comes from, a good training camp, Courageous, mixed with DC Prodigies. It really doesn't get much better than that.
I agree, 100%. I feel like this might be the fight of the night, though.
Could be. Willis is somebody you have to physically beat, and I've laid leather across this dude's face, and, and I don't hit like no chump, and this dude has taken some shots.
He's definitely born to be a fighter.
Definitely, and when he shoots that double leg, there ain't no stopping it.
Nope.
Tell his ass to walk out then. There's no music, mean he's not coming.
Hey, man. Leave my boy alone.
Willis Black.
So, anyways, we got a moment here, Tyler. What's next in your career? What's your plans? I know you're still young. You look phenomenal. You're my opinion, the next big thing. In this sport. And especially in the lighter weight classes, we need people like you with your charisma. Your athleticism. We need people like you, and What's next for you, Tyler?
I mean, I'm only 19 years old. I've been in jiu-jitsu for 3.5 years. I've been fighting for about maybe 2 years. I've been injured for the last year and a half. I took a kickboxing match, injured my knee, my ACL, and my ACL, MCL. This is my first fight back. I wanted a tough guy. I got Donnie Gorman.
Tough wrestler.
Very tough wrestler. I'm actually middle of May. I'm going out to train under Uriah Faber and all those guys in Alpha Male. I mean, we got ties with Vinny Murdoch, who just fought in Bellator. We got Cody Stamen, obviously Darren Cruikshank, UFC fighter. So training with the best guys in the Michigan and the world. So I don't know.
You have honestly the best guys to train with, and there's nothing in your way stopping you, and. Like I said, I expect big things out of you, so don't let me down, young man. I'll put you over my knee.
I got you, baby.
But you might like it. Look at Willis coming out with no music. That's just how hard he is.
This is literally a scary guy. I've trained with Willis. You've trained with Willis. He's a specimen, man.
The thing about Willis, he looks like he's just the meanest dude, but people don't realize how nice he really is.
Nicest guy I've ever met.
I mean,
he looks like he came out of a 300 movie.
I'm telling you, I watched that man straight. Honestly, I think he could probably dunk on a 13-foot rim, to be honest. He can athletic.
First, fighter standing to my right tonight.
I'm very excited for this fight.
Oh, me too. The only thing is, that Taylor's been in this before. This is Willis's first time. Who knows how those first times are just gonna happen, And
it all depends on how Willis reacts when he gets hit in the face,
Yeah.
And Taylor coming from a striking background, it all depends on Willis.
Absolutely. And the thing about wrestlers fighting Thai guys, is that one kick that he misses can be the end of the stand-up guy's night, because that wrestler could take that leg and end it.
Right.
Bury that leg.
Classic striker versus wrestler match.
This is exactly what we have here.
He too making his debut in the cage this evening from Taylor,
It's an intense stare down.
with a stance of southpaw. Freestyle fighter representing Courageous. Here is Willis Silverback Black. Say hello to the lovely Miss Amanda as she makes her way.
May I add no homo that Willis has phenomenal riblets.
Your referee in charge.
Very phenomenal.
Danny.
Let's go, Willis.
Here we go.
It says at 85, but Willis honestly needs to be a 170-pounder, and he can probably make 55 too, honestly. He is not by no means 185 pounds. I think he weighed maybe 170-something. He
surprisingly, Willis coming out striking. Oh,
yeah.
Flying kick. That was nice.
That's athleticism. I think he almost jumped over the cage.
Let's go, Willis.
Willis pressing on strong.
It looked like he hurt him.
Keep it going.
Very nice left hand by Willis. Up, takedown.
This is where Willis wants it. Willis is, like I said, as strong as they come, man. I'm telling you.
Super strong. Staying nice and tight.
Let him up, let him up.
Wow. Surprisingly, Willis is letting him up. He wants to stand and bang.
Keep it up, baby. Keep it up.
That's very surprising. I thought Willis would take him down right away, hold him down.
Power, son.
Absolutely.
Grab him up, Willis.
I spar with, Willis, a couple times a week, and I do see him.
Very nice takedown from Willis.
Improving nonstop.
He's manhandling Taylor, man.
He's out.
Oh.
Willis Black with a knockout.
Very dominating knockout.
Good job.
Sick knockout by
Beautiful
Willis Black.
knockout. Look at it. The animal leaves him. He realized what he did. Hold on 1 second.
Very dominating knockout by Willis Black. Insane.
All 170-pounders beware of Willis Black.
If Willis Black gets down to 170, I am scared for whoever he fights. Beautiful, beautiful knockout.
I could probably say I train with this dude.
It's awesome to see these amateurs fight and be able to train with them.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. You know, and somebody, like I said, who is as nice and as humble as Willis Black, you know, and I mean, oh, we got Demon, real quick.
Not only did he
Hello, David.
He let him off the ground because we thought he was a wrestler. He
is a wrestler. Don't get it twisted.
No, he is. Like, he's the greatest wrestler to me, but he decided to use his other powers. So he got 2 sets of powers. Stand up and the wrestle. It's like you, Druzy Woozy.
Listen, I'm very impressed, and I am
Very
proud
nice
to say
input
that
from David Evans, everybody.
I trained this guy, you know, and he looked impressive. And he got the Demon.
Oh my God. He the man. I'm so happy.
David Evans is happy. But I've never seen David Evans not happy, to be honest.
Happy Demon.
Well, if it's a happy Demon, it'd be you.
I know. Thank you.
David, how do you feel about Willis going down to 170, David?
After just 1 minute and 7 seconds.
How much you wear right now?
This was at 185.
This is 185? I think I like him at 185.
I think he would be a scary 170 pounder.
I think a lot of 170 pounders like him at 185.
Impressed.
Very impressed.
Absolutely. David Evans, everybody.
See you guys. I love you guys.
We love you too,
Love
David.
you too, buddy.
Willis making his mixed martial arts debut and earning his first victory inside the cage here tonight. I'd like to congratulate you, Willis. Play that metal crowd, and we'll see you back here out of the proving crowd.
All right, next we have Marjan Flowers versus Mitchell Barthez.
Incredible physical shape. Congratulations on your victory here tonight. We got you inside the winner's circle. Would you take a look at this camera and please tell us anything that you'd like to say and people we have to thank tonight.
Tony, I know he's watching online right now. Want to say hi to you. Thank you, cousin. And then for Drew, I got something for you.
There it is! One more time for your winner, y'all. Willis Black, man. Too cool.
And that was a little side thing we had. You know, Willis said, I said, hey, man, if you win, you have to bust a Dougie out. And he did it, man, of his word. As what you said, if you won, you would jump the cage and give me a hug, and you did that also. So
I had to fight to get out here to hug you, though.
Hey, it was well worth the hug.
Exactly.
I will leave this blood on this. All right, here we go again.
This is a very tough fight at 145. We got Marjan Flowers, Mitchell Barthez.
Yeah, absolutely. Mitchell Barthez, one of my training partners, one of your training partners.
Yep. Very solid jiu-jitsu guy.
Very, very solid. He's coming around in his own game. You know, he's starting to figure himself out. You know, and against a gamer, you know, straight up with Marjan Flowers. You know, and Flowers is
very, very scrappy.
Yes,
I love watching Flowers fight.
This is an interesting matchup, a scrappy fighter versus a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, you know? And this is all about who poses the will and who poses their game first.
I think with Mitchell is very, very sneaky and crafty with his game. As with Flowers is more scrappy.
Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Think about Mitch sets himself up very well, you know, and you know, they're about equal records, I believe, and I don't have the records in front of me, but from out of memory, I do believe it's very equal when it comes to records.
Equal, yep.
And you know, Marjan comes from a credible camp, Street Fighter, you know, fight team, and you know, Mitchell Barthez,
very solid fight team with
you know, DC Prodigies, you know, courageous MMA, you know, like we touched on earlier, when you get to train with DC Prodigies and courageous MMA, you don't get much better than that.
Not much at all.
And don't get much better looking than that fight camp either.
Exactly.
You know.
With Mitchell, though, Mitchell is one of my favorite amateur fighters. I love watching him fight. Very solid jiu-jitsu.
might touch him. Marjan, man, looks like he's in shape, ready to go. And he's a gamer. They come to fight. And at one time they were part of what was their fight team called?
Team Savage.
Team Savage, yeah.
Yep, out of Flint, Michigan.
And since that team, I can't say broke up because they stayed together, but since they went to a camp,
they all relocated with a True Fighter.
And
another solid team, Michigan.
I seen them evolve as fighters.
Yes, all of those guys.
They're all coming into their own. And that's the good thing about having a camp and actually having a coach is the fact that you can. The coach, this is their job to tell this is what you should be good at. This is what you need to work on. I don't know what happened at Team Savage. I don't know, what the issue was there, but maybe they didn't have that there.
I'm very excited for this fight. Very own Ben Lagman is the referee for this fight.
Oh, bad news. You're a sparrer, Ben?
Yeah.
It sucks, doesn't it?
I hate sparring with Ben Lagman.
I'm a long fighter, but it doesn't get. He's long, man.
Being a 25er, 35er fighter, he's like John Jones compared to like Uriah Faber. It sucks.
No, that's a very good analogy on that one.
Very horrible. I hate it.
The sound guy found that kind of funny. Although you heard it. Shout out to the sound guy over there, doing his thing, doing a good job with the sound tonight. Best I've had yet.
Wearing the black trunks, trimmed in True Fighter white, he comes to us at 5 feet, 8 inches tall, weighing 148 pounds, with a very impressive record of 12 wins, only 4 losses. From Flint, Michigan, he is the current WXC 155.
I'm actually excited for Flowers because I came from Flint, Michigan, so it's always nice to see people from my hometown.
Well, absolutely. Even if they're fighting one of your teammates tonight, deep down, you want to kind of root for the whole, your hometown dude, And Marjan's tough as come. They got Mitch. Mitch is a problem, especially when he's on his back.
Yes. This very, very dangerous off his back.
This is one wrestler who prefers to get taken down, and you don't find that very often. I mean, you don't find a wrestler based who wants to get taken down.
I'm loving the purple spandex. All the DC Prodigy guys came out with the neon colors. Gotta look good.
Well, absolutely. I was rocking those neon blues a long time ago, man. I know I look good in them.
Learn from guys like you, Sturgis, Vinnie Murdoch. You guys started it.
You guys are taking it to a whole new level with those nice tans.
Let's see how Mitch can do off his back here. Oh, he's going for a tight ankle lock.
He has it.
He needs to get his hip over.
He's looking good.
He needs to scooch his hip into the leg more.
Scoot his hip down the knee a little bit more.
Yep.
Marjan put himself in the position, actually. He had the right position, had a foot in the butt to escape, but he put himself right where Mitch needs to be to finish his.
Looks like Mitch is going to take his back from here. See what he goes for.
Mitch has phenomenal triangle chokes and stuff, but he does have some sneaky leg attacks, man.
Very sneaky ankle locks, knee bars, everything.
I mean, he almost caught me
crafty.
one time. We had a little friendly argument one night, at a team party, and we talked about, who could submit who, and the jiu-jitsu coach is like, we're gonna find out come Monday. So they had us do a 6-minute match. And he almost caught me in a knee bar right off the bat. I was kind of worried. That was my pride on the line right there.
Wow. Mitch is in guard right now. Nice. Throwing some solid strikes. Got to side control, took his back. Very solid. Got one hook in, 2 hooks. Oh, still one hook. Working for the next one.
And you can vouch on this one. This is like when a wrestler takes your back, that's the last place you want a wrestler to be on.
Yeah, grapevines, everything.
Oh, you
They
let
have
us on your
solid
back.
position from there.
You let a solid wrestler on your back, you're not getting us off.
Mitch
Nice
throwing
knees
some
from
big
Mitch.
knees.
Nice. Getting kind of high here.
Beautiful back taking.
You know, it looks like Mitchell belongs at 45. You know, at 55, he just seemed like he got out-muscled. He looks like he's doing the muscling at 45.
Well, Mitch is a gamer. He'll go to any weight class that they want him to fight at. I think he belongs at 45, though. I agree with you.
Well, absolutely. And I actually just cornered him 2 weeks ago, and he fought at 170. You know, he weighed in at 166 with his clothes on. You know.
Wow. Going for a tight armbar.
Nice armbar. It's tight. Oh, nice defense by Marjan. Very nice defense.
Beautiful defense.
You know, that's what I'm talking about when these guys switch camps. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell they're learning the defense.
Right. Been standing him up.
Marjan looks tired.
Nice. Mitch going for a tight guillotine. Doesn't have it.
Very nice back trip by Mitchell. You know, Mitchell's nickname's the artist, and he is, showing why they call him the artist. He's just mixing things up, making it look beautiful out
Like
here.
I said, he's very, very crafty with his jiu-jitsu.
Mitch straight going arts and crafts out there.
Beautiful first round. Very enjoyable. I feel like Mitch won that round, but Marjan got the reversal in the middle of the round. So,
you know, out of my professional opinion, I would agree with you that Mitchell won that, 10-9. But you know what? I've seen crazier things out of judges in my day, and I've been on the sport for a good 7 years now. And
never leave it in the judge's hands.
You don't. And that's why you gotta work hard.
Hosting our venue, Warrior Street Cage Fighting Resurrection tonight.
But they always say it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So.
Exactly.
Bring your ticket, get it for free tonight.
Both fighters look relaxed.
Larry Clint's Hustle Club, just off of Outer Drive. Make sure you check us out in South Gate for WXC's next show, June 21st.
Shout out to another pro fighter, Darren Kirkchick and Kelly True, both professional fighters.
Both solid professional fighters. Darren being in the UFC, idol of mine. I love Darren.
How can you not love Darren?
If it wasn't for Darren, I probably wouldn't be fighting right now. It's insane. Very low takedown from Mitch. Doesn't get it. Mitch going for another leg lock.
Marjan doing a good job defending.
Going for an ankle lock. He needs to get closer to that knee again, though.
Yep. Mitch needs to scoot himself down.
Very nice reversal by Flowers.
This is what Mitch wants right here. This is just an all-around very good MMA, fight. This is what it's about right here. Got some stand-up, got some, some takedowns, some Brazilian jiu-jitsu, a little bit of everything.
Flowers is coming on strong in the second round.
Yeah, right now he's in control right now, but this is what Mitch wants
Staying
to
tight
be.
in the half guard. Oh.
Mitch about to go triangle choke.
Mitch looking for another submission.
Mitch come with the rubber guard. Very effective rubber guard, though. I do know he does have that, and he uses it effectively. A lot of times rubber guard, a lot of people like to stall with it. But Mitch keeps it pretty active, Oh, Mitch is in trouble.
Mitch is eating a lot of strikes here.
Mitch needs to start bumping right here. Get moving.
Fight was stopped by Flowers. TKO. I felt Mitchell was very dominant in the first round, but Flowers came on strong in the second round. Stayed tight, stayed strong.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. It could be something to do with maybe the weight cut got to him. Who knows? It could be a lot of things, but it could be that one punch. All it takes is that one shot, to catch somebody wrong,
Right. Very good MMA fight, though.
Well, absolutely, and I know Mitchell. He's gonna get back to the drawing board. He's gonna come back strong. You know, the kid improves every time he fights. You know, and you know, you gotta learn from losses. You know, and that's if you don't learn from losses, then what's the point of being in this sport?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 45 seconds in the first round, your winner by way of PK.
I would like to see this fight happen again one day.
I would definitely like to see this fight again. I feel, honestly, Mitchell, I feel like he could have won this fight, but Flowers came in strong tonight.
It was every bit winnable, but you know, you can never count, you know, Marjan out.
Marjan, Flowers, he's strong every time he comes out. He also improves. Every time I see him, he improves a lot.
Well, you know, like I've always said, this is an evolving sport, and you've got to evolve with it. You know what I'm saying? You can't stay equal. You gotta keep improving yourself every day, every time you're in that gym.
That's another thing, something Crookshank says with me all the time. If you don't improve with every amateur fight you have, you're doing something wrong or you're with the wrong people. So.
Absolutely, you know,
time to recognize our pros and only professional mixed martial artists in the building.
Hold on 1 second.
One, Danny McIntyre. One, Mr. Drew Murray. Bad News, Ben Lagman. You've seen also Damo Grady out here a handful of times, as well as the one and only Darren Crookshank. And he will also be having a meet and greet at the Hustler Party tomorrow. One time for all the professional mixed martial artists who have truly made their dreams come true and show that there is advancement in this sport. If you put in hard work and dedicate your nose to the grind, you can go somewhere, you can get paid for this, and have a lot of fun in between too. Isn't that right, man? Back to the action, fight number 15.
So as I was saying, you know, a lot of amateur fighters, they're so quick to turn pro, you know, and I turned pro after I think I had 28 amateur fights, you know, and that's not a lot of fights, but I mean, it was a decent amount. It was time to go, you know.
Right.
I wasn't getting no younger. I turned pro at 22 years old. I wasn't getting no younger. It was time to take that turn.
And it also depends on the fighter, because like some people can go like 7-0, be beautiful amateur fighters, or amateur fighters, solid amateur fighters, and go pro 7-0. Or there's other guys that need like 20, 30 fights before they go pro.
Absolutely.
It all boils down to who you're training with and like how you train, how you fight, you know.
Right. So I had to deal with some personal. I had to deal with some personal issues and stuff. You know, I had some injuries, you know, and some different problems I had to deal with, you know, and that's why it took me so long to turn pro. And but I'm glad I waited, you know, because I was ready for the pro game when it came down to it.
That's another thing, big thing in the game is injuries. You're always injured no matter what. You can never be 100%.
Have you ever fought a fight 100%? I haven't.
This fight I came in feeling like I was gonna puke, man. I've never been in a fight 100%. I wish I could fight 100%.
I'd be lucky to be 75% half the time.
You can ask any fighter, they never come in the cage 100%.
I must add, your tan was definitely 100% today.
I feel like pound for pound, I have the nicest tan in amateur MMA in Michigan.
You got a purple belt under Darren, correct, on the tanning?
Purple belt and tanning under Darren Crookshank, yes sir.
Definitely. I would definitely say Mitch is definitely a white belt still in tanning. He hasn't got to that stage yet.
Yeah, I'm a purple belt under Darren Crookshank, and taking after Cody Stamen, another solid pro fighter from Michigan, you know.
Cody's definitely a brown belt under Darren Tanning.
Yep. Cody's ready to get his black belt here.
So we got the hooligan Rob Taylor versus Martin Lucci. Either way,
I'm not familiar with these guys. I've heard of.
I know the hooligan, and I train with the hooligan. And let me tell you, man, he is exciting to watch.
Actually, this Martin, I've trained with him at Kaizen BJJ. He's a very solid guy. He trains out of Evolution, Detroit, and he trains under Jason Fisher.
Okay.
I've actually seen this kid spar before. He is a monster.
Nice. And, and it's always good to have somebody, the stature of Jason Fisher in your corner, It never hurts. But I know the hooligan, man, and the hooligan, he lives up to his name, man. He comes to fight, and he's been, I'm assuming, by 30-plus fights the hooligan's been in? Very close to 30-plus fights, So, I mean, very, very technical, he comes to fight. He's fought some of the best in the state. He's fought, Ray Rocheleau multiple times, He's fought, who they threw in front of him.
Looks like he's coming out of Four Aces Fight Club, training under Harley, solid camp.
Well, absolutely. I touched on it earlier that, every time you train on a Harley, you can expect decent grapplers. I mean, 'cause this is what Harley,
Lots and lots of judo.
Oh, yeah. That, Harley is smooth all around. Even a lot of people think this is Harley, it's judo is what it's about. But, dude, his stand-up is no joke either. Trust me, I've had feet and shins across faces from Harley many times.
I'm assuming this is going to be a great fight. I've actually seen Martin spar before, and I'm telling you, this kid is a monster. Look forward to this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is being brought to you by the Imperial House. Proudly helping us put together tonight's show.
We see Jason Fisher and Jamie Espinoza in Martin's corner, two solid fighters.
He is out in the blue corner, wearing the black on the mat trunks. He comes to us at 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing 241 pounds. Putting his 1-0 record on the line here tonight, with a background in boxing and wrestling, training with Warrior Way, MASH, and at Team Evolution. Here is Martin Lucci. His opponent across the cage, man standing to my left. Tonight, he is out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks, trimmed in white flame. He comes in at 6 feet exactly. He too weighing 241 pounds.
I will tag you in that photo.
How does my face look? Am I still pretty?
He is a former WXC heavyweight champion.
Your tan overrides a lot of it.
And MECS heavyweight champion with a fighting style of pit from Race's fight team. Here is Rob Taylor.
One thing I definitely know that the hooligan, he calls them his hooligans, but I mean, he brings them every time.
Says she makes her way around. Oh man, center stage.
Yeah. Big shout out as he's here to Norbert, man. I'm telling you, the man.
On this heavyweight action.
I've known Norbert for years. I'm telling you, he's a gentleman to the sport. I've known him for well over 6 years. A gentleman to the sport. Just a gentleman in life, period.
Nick Norley and Angel.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it's bent over, Norby.
Here we go.
Here we go, Mr. Meadows.
What I've seen from Martin, he's more of a striking guy, very nice kicks. See if he includes that in his game tonight.
It seems like he's coming out right now with that wider stance, the lower stance. He's going to come with a little bit more boxing, it looks like. Because, when I do boxes, I open up a little bit more like that.
Yep.
I feel like I generate more power that way. But I do know Rob will mix it up. Rob likes to kick. And I do know, a taller fighter, you might want to try chopping him down a little bit. And there we go.
Leg kicks.
I think Martin's best bet right now is to utilize that height advantage and being a southpaw. Pop that jab out there a little bit.
The way Martin's fighting right now looks like he's trying to fight like a little guy, leaning down, staying down. He needs to use his length, like you said.
Yeah. I agree 100% with you, and that's a beautiful call. Stand up a little bit, use his height. He has probably, I'm assuming, maybe 4 or 5 inches of reach on Rob, and use it. Why not, right? Rob's a known smaller heavyweight. I mean, weighs in with his clothes on. I mean, could probably easily be a 205 pounder.
Right. Martin, every time he throws a jab, he's dropping that left hand. He's leaning forward. I'm waiting for Taylor to throw a head kick. Even if he throws his backhand or a hook, he might catch Martin off guard. Because if you notice, he drops that left hand a lot. Nice.
Here goes those kicks you're talking about. Now Martin's starting to get lighter on his feet. You see the difference I'm talking about? Now he goes back to that little boxing, Yep. He's maybe keep lighter on his feet because his kicks is what is going to decide this fight.
Right.
But like Rob's a gamer, I'm telling you. I used to talk to Rob personally about game plans and stuff about certain fighters. Rob used to give me
very nice right hand by Taylor.
Rob used to give me blueprint game plans for people, dude. I'm telling you, and he's just a genius with this sport.
Taylor looks very, very relaxed right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said,
you can tell he's a veteran.
Oh, definitely. He's had 20 plus fights. I mean, you're gonna get that.
Beautiful leg kick by Taylor.
And that is why, you know, that's why I said Martin needs to be lighter on his feet, because you get that heavy-footed, Rob's going to take your leg right off.
He's still dropping those hands and leaning forward.
And that's Rob's game, you know. He's a smaller guy in his weight class. He would take your legs right off. You know, I remember when he fought, you know, the War Machine, Big Ray Rochelo.
Yep.
He was chopping legs down, you know, and, you know, he lost the fight, but he was in the fight, you know.
These guys are going at it. 10 seconds left in the round.
Very nice round, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and give the nod to Rob on that, you know, 10-9 round. He won the better of the exchanges. It seemed like there wasn't much going on, but it seemed like what was going on, Rob was getting the better of.
I agree with you. The leg kicks are the big difference in that round. I mean, he landed 5+ leg kicks in that round.
Hey, what color belt do you think she got in Canada?
She's a blue belt.
I don't know, man.
Blue belt, 2 stripes.
Of Detroit. Quick turnaround on photos. They also provide different services. Make sure to check them out.
Man, if you guys need some muscle leg, hit up my boy James Newman on Facebook. Very knowledgeable man on nutrition, supplements, working out. He knows his shiz.
Look at his biceps.
I'm telling you.
Huge biceps.
I think it's bigger than my leg.
We started the second round.
Martin seems like he's come out a little bit more bad intentions this round. You know, he's pressing forward, which is smart.
I think he knows he lost that first round. Taylor's still relaxed, though. Doing a very good job.
Heather Gay, we have your visa.
Martin's landed some crisp jabs.
Nice feet turn by the hooligan, though. I dig the hooligan's gloves, though. He wears those every time, man. I'm telling you. If I was Irish, I'd be rocking those.
Exactly. Gotta stick with the green.
But I'm stuck at being French.
I'm a half-breed. I'm Brazilian and American.
You know, short hair don't care.
Taylor's still utilizing those leg kicks.
Once again,
you know, I must give major props to both bigger guys. They have phenomenal footwork for their size. You know, they're mixing it up very well. You know, just real light on their feet. You know, they're doing well. Very good. You know, they don't find many heavyweights that can move like these guys do.
Exactly.
And how were you saying that Martin is on the ground? Is he any good on the ground?
I've actually never seen Martin do anything on the ground, but I know coming from a camp with Fisher and the Evolution guys, solid jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. You know, Detroit jiu-jitsu is some of the best.
Like I train with Fisher, I train with the Evolution guys on Sundays, and they make my jiu-jitsu strong as hell. Very nice exchange.
Robert seems, you know, content with, you know, the getting like Tyson type thing. Duck his head and just go, man. You know, and it seems like it's working, you know.
Those leg kicks are tearing Martin's leg up.
And that's going to play a factor in the later rounds, you know. And
you can see on the inside of his Martin's right leg some red.
I got some sweat on me.
Getting pretty red.
Did you get some sweat on you right there?
Yeah, I got my mouth.
Oh, man. That's gross.
Yeah, Martin's leg definitely looks red. Nice right hand by Taylor. Good counter punches by Martin. These guys are going at it.
I think Taylor should probably keep those leg kicks coming still, you know, because it seems like Martin's trying to find the range on that jab, and that is not a good thing to do with a taller guy.
Looks like Taylor's getting gassed out a little bit.
Absolutely. You know, if I was Martin, I'd see that. I'd be killing that body right about now.
His hands are slowly dropping.
We got ourselves a slobber knocker here, y'all. Fight fans, give it up for both these fighters one time. Round 3. brought to you by Muscle Egg. And
Going into round 3.
The Wall. You can check out muscleegg.com, also klawall.net.
Very interested to see what Martin's going to do in this 3rd round. I think I'll give the 2nd round to Martin. A lot of good counter strikes. Here we go, round 3.
All right, here we go again.
Like I was saying, Taylor looked a little bit gassed at the end of the 2nd round, so we'll see how he looks in this 3rd round.
You know, that round is every bit of. What's going on, baby? That round right there is every bit of Martin's, and I have it 1-1 right now. You know, I don't know about you, Tyler, but I have it 1-1 right now.
I agree with you. I gave the 1st round to Taylor, 2nd round to Martin.
Definitely, you know, because Martin was finding that range on that jab. Oh.
It seemed like a low blow.
Taylor wants to finish his round right here, and he is.
Taylor's going for it. He's going for a double leg. See if he can get it.
Nice foot stomp. You know, that's something that like a lot of people don't use.
Never see people use foot stomps anymore.
I used to use it back in the day, and as I got older, I quit using it, and I just don't know why.
Taylor going for that single leg.
You can definitely hear the crowd and whose side they're on right now. They're definitely rooting for the hooligan. The hooligan, he actually calls them those hooligans, man, and he comes at great turnout every time he fights, man. And he puts on a show.
Yeah, he's still pressing for that double leg. Martin needs to get an underhook.
If
his hips off the cage.
Oh, absolutely. And he's getting maybe one hip on the cage, one out.
Yeah.
And start working that whizzer. If I was a hooligan, I'd get behind those calves right now and start working my way into push and pull. It'd be easy takedown.
Something Taylor was doing was he was keeping his head down. A lot of people don't understand if you keep your head down, you cannot get that takedown.
Yeah. Head's always got to be up. The head wins in every single takedown. The head up will win every single takedown. The head win up in every single scramble.
Exactly.
We learned that in college wrestling. You know, you got your head up in a scramble, you'll win a scramble.
That's wrestling 101 right there. Taylor's smiling at him.
You can definitely see Rob wants to go to the ground. He's tired.
We got a mouse under the eye of Martin.
I definitely know that Rob is a gamer, though, man. I'm telling you, I've had some bangers with Rob back in the day, you know, and he is just a great person all around. But I'm telling you, Martin, you know, for somebody I didn't know nothing about coming in, he's definitely impressed me in this fight, hanging with the veteran-like hooligan.
Very good takedown defense from Martin.
I definitely see that mouse, man. That is nice.
Looks like a nasty hematoma.
If I was Rob, I'd be getting that jab popping right about now. A little bit of St. Pierre Koscheck, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that eye is getting bad.
You know, there's one thing I didn't see out of Rob today that, you know, he likes to throw. He actually caught me, you know, and I use a lot. It's a Superman punch.
10 seconds.
Superman punch.
He has a very nice one. I don't know why he hasn't used it yet.
Here are those kicks I was talking about from Martin. Nice fight.
Very nice fight. I don't know, man. I mean, it's a toss-up, but I'm going to go with the hooligan on just pure pressure in the third. I had it 1-1 going in, and I'm going to go with the hooligan on the pressure. Yeah.
I actually disagree with you.
May I add real quick is that Martin has a muscle leg on his eye. That's coming from muscle leg.
Very nasty hematoma on the eye of Martin. I actually disagree. I feel like Martin won that fight. I felt like he did enough in the second round, the third round, counter-punching. I think Taylor gassed out in the second round. Not exactly gassed out, but got tired, didn't stick his jab, didn't throw as much punches. He worked for the takedowns, but he never took Martin down, so I think Martin won that fight by decision.
I'm down for a gentleman's bet. We do loser does 100 down-ups. All right, you see right here.
Making a bet, ladies and gentlemen.
WXC, nothing but gentleman's bet around here. Thursday at practice.
Waiting the judge's call. I mean, I wouldn't be disappointed if they gave the decision to Taylor because he is a tough guy. And
Either way, it was
he
a
came
great
to
fight.
but very great fight. But I gave the fight to Martin.
Either way, I would not be disappointed in coming next week doing Donald's. I got weight to cut anyways, so I'll be doing them anyway. So might as well, count yours on there.
At this time, our judges have came to a unanimous decision for a score of 30 to 27 all the way across the board for your winner, Martin Lucci.
Possibility with the agreement with the win, but with the call unanimously, I completely disagree with
I
that.
disagree. I think that was a split decision. I don't think he won that fight completely. I gave the first round to Taylor.
Well, absolutely, and I would do my 100 downs. I'm man of my word, but I disagree with the formal call on that. But that's not our job. It's not our job to be judges, and that's why they have their job and we have ours.
Exactly.
I hope we do an intermission. Hey, go ahead, go. Be good. I'll be right back.
All right, fans, we're going to let this music ride out just a little bit. Take ourselves a 10-minute intermission before our
End it close real quick.
title fight.
Put it down, put it down, put it down.
We'll see you K-side in just 10 minutes.
All right, so we're going to go to a 10-minute intermission. The next couple fights are a qualifier and 3 championship fights. About to be some amazing fights. We got some 25-pounders coming up who are exciting to watch, Danny. I'm telling you. Angel Caprera and Nate Dorley put it together very nicely. And then we got nothing but championship fights after that. How do you feel about this?
Should be good, man. I'm looking forward to it. These headlining fights, these main events are always the one I look forward to the most. A lot of big names I'm looking at over here. Trombley and Slayton for the main event. I see a lot of names that I recognize. I see these guys in the local amateur scene. Just really looking forward to it. Looking forward to a lot of action.
Well, absolutely. And I was going to ask you about that. How do you feel about this Trombley and Slayton matchup? This is the second time they have fought.
Yeah, it's going to be the second time they fought, and I believe Slayton won the first time.
Yes, sir. I cornered Slayton, and he choked Trombley out that time. That was a whole different Slayton. He was